dude pull a co-ed half his age?
Hello, Instaface.
Jimmy, I don't know. I still kiss the rings on that guy. So, it's pretty impressive, I guess, though. Huh?
Butthole line, butthole skill positions, and a butthole QB play should be a thing for most of the year, I think.
What's the season opener like you when you walk out of that tunnel?
You're the best outro,
So to speak.
We can read lips, my man.
Our second act will be better than our first.
Book it.
I mean, can we lock it up, Nelson?
Still think it's a touchdown.
Instead of listening to music, I'm going to listen to the jungle, so it's not even close.
Good night.
Albie doing what he does best, the week that was. Good stuff. Book it. Book it. That was solid. Book it. Let's see here. Hey, Romes, you often talk about rogues not replying to your texts, just like my 19-year-old. But does he get right back with Mama DJ when she hits him up? JP and KC, no. He is an equal opportunity ignorer. No, he does not.
Rogan low.
He's been better. He's been using the phone more. I'm not really sure why that is, but he has been getting back. That's a wrap. Is your vehicle stopping like it should? Save with summer brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get the tools and the parts that you need for your next brake job with Brake Best Select, Select Pro, and Import Direct brake pads and rotors right now at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. Now we are done. Good to get caught up with Julian Edelman. That was fun. That was a lot of fun, I should say. Good to get caught up with a Big Head. Big Head had 5 games. He and I were all on the same page. ATL, ATS. And then he gave you a few college bonus picks, too. I know, dude. You're dragging me down to your level, Head. My thanks to the XR4 Ti. Check out Daniel Cormier, episode 329 of the Jim Rome podcast. In fact, a reinvention project pod with Ryan Holiday is going out soon. Look for that. Have a great weekend. See you. We're out. All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Rhonda from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Fall weather is coming and we're ready for some Pirate football. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Emily McCarthy, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the game day pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the game day pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
Yeah, yeah. Get your game faces on, Pirates. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast the cannons in the stands and the fields, if you know what I mean. We're flying into Dove season with shotguns galore and shells for days. Don't miss out on Beretta's $200 cash back on A400 Extreme Pluses and $75 back on A300 Ultimas. Tune in as we head into hunting season with the best deals around and the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Find out when the cannons explode. Attention Wings Over lovers. There's a new flavor that is sure to put you in a trance. Introducing the all-new Cajun Voodoo flavor. Try this blend of spices that collide in an explosion of flavor, combining cayenne, sugar, and a hint of magic today. Every bite leaves you craving more, as if entranced by some voodoo spell. And don't forget, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So try the new Cajun Voodoo today. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
My God! Don't give me that Homer. You know that. No. Hey! I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what?
You
agree with me?
I agree.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Flip that, Shirley.
Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player.
Pepe Le Pew.
Tony Dunn, you will not be making the Pirate Radio Live Open at this time.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
I can't even feel my head. Somebody got a big old head that wears these things.
That would be me. Jamie, I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's a tater right there.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
New open alert. Well done, Shirley. Got a big kick out of that. Fires me up for a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. We are live online, pr927fm.com. We are on video on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, your hub for all things ECU athletics and Pirate Radio. This show, The Brian Bailey Show with John David Baker this week. The Holt Naylor Show with Jeff Blake this week. The most recent Greg Hudson Show with Pirate great CJ Wilson, whose North Pitt Panthers will be in action tonight. and everything else with our weekly interviews with the players, coaches, all available. Pirate Radio TV. Subscribe. I want to see that number get to 4,000 before this football season's over. So let's get it there. Thank you all for being a part of our family here at Pirate Radio. We're on Facebook Live as well. Got a big football show on tap. We'll talk to Brian North coming up live on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. He'll join us later on in hour number 1. We'll talk about the big high school matchups going on. We'll talk ECU, Old Dominion. We'll talk NFL Week 1 with Brian North coming up later on. In hour 2, our NFL hour with Tony Dunn. I believe the Shield, C.W. Sloan, will drop by as well. He wanted to preview his Bucks versus my Commanders. We'll talk a little fantasy football week 1. We'll look at the awesome matchup that was the Chiefs and the Ravens last night. And we'll have all of our picks. Got a fresh pick sheet right off the printer. Man, it fires me up for NFL Week 1. Hour 3, we'll talk more Pirates and Monarchs with Morgan Ahlers, I should say, Faja of Holton Ahlers, and Tony Collins, ECU Hall of Famer, Mr. Guarantee, will join us in Hour 3 as well. All right, we got all that. We got Shirley Rhodes producing. We got J-Bone, Jared Watkins in the video chair, and left side. Strong side. Happy Football Friday to you, Clip Rock. Same to you, Chandler. There is an extra pep in the step. There's no hitch in the giddy up today.
Yeah, I enjoyed that football last night, the NFL football last night, and now, God, we got to wait till Sunday, don't we? I enjoyed it.
Wrong. Dead wrong. Because we are playing football tonight in Brazil. Why? I don't know why.
And why? I don't care.
I don't really care why. It
is football.
I'd rather it be on my soil.
Same.
As a U.S.
You said it.
As a U.S. American. But give me Friday night football. Give me. We got college football, high school football, and NFL all on the same night.
Trifecta. The Friday trifecta.
I want to go to... Who's Conley play, Shirley? Do you know? Off the top of your dome?
I believe they play Hunt tonight, but
All right.
Don't quote me on that.
I want to go to that game.
That's correct. Jonathan just hollered. That's correct.
I want to go to the Conley Hunt game. I want to have my laptop set up in my lap. It is a laptop, right?
Yeah.
So that's in my lap, and I'm watching the NFL game on Peacock. And then I got the ESPN app up on my phone, and I'm watching SMU BYU. And it's the full football experience.
Take a picture of that. Have somebody take a picture.
I am football man! But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be watching it at home.
Yeah.
Listening to Conley, watching NFL on my TV, watching college football on my phone. Run and tell that, homeboy.
I got some compliments for you.
Okay, you know what? We're going to do compliment fest because I've got a compliment to give someone too.
Okay.
Shirley, you think of a compliment to give somebody. Jarrett, you do the same.
I got a few. 1, you're a great friend.
Thanks, bud.
2, you're a great mentor to me.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
3, you're a great radio host.
Wow. Okay. All right.
And 4, you have a great shirt on.
I do. Schnappa 49. Alex Harper is across the chest.
That is bad A.
It is, man.
He is the logo.
Yeah. His A is literally on my chest. Sean, thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
That made me feel good.
I thought I would just give it's good vibes, man, with football being back in full throttle, with NFL back last night. It's back tonight. Got the full slate on Sunday. I'm feeling good, man. I just wanted to give some compliments.
And guess what? I got a compliment for you. If your name was Jarrett Watkins. Jarrett, J-Bone, last week on the show. Why wait till week 1? How about a week 0 NFL lock? Derrick Henry, first touchdown. Put it on the board.
Yes.
J-Bone with a winner. And J-Bone, not only are you a coworker now, you are one of my best friends, because if people can make money from me, they immediately become my best friends. Now, that sounds shallow. That sounds selfish. It is the opposite of selfish, because that money I make on that, I can use to support and provide for my family, my loved ones. So really, it's the most unselfish thing I can do to befriend people that can make me money. Thank you, Jared.
No problem.
Can I give Jared a compliment?
I kind of want to go around.
Go ahead.
I mean,
go ahead.
I'd like to compliment you for starting this segment because everybody's in a good mood now. Jared, who would you like to pass a compliment to?
It's a nice hat. Redskins hat.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
Chandler,
man.
I like that shirt.
Thanks, man.
Shirley, that's also a nice hat.
What's Shirley got? I can only see the back. The bow socks. All right, Shirley, compliment.
Gosh, can I compliment all three of you?
You don't have to compliment anybody in this room. You just have to give a compliment to someone.
Oh, I have to. Oh, I just have to give a compliment.
Yeah,
to
it can
someone.
be to anything.
But do you have
anybody?
one for all three of us?
Chandler kind of needs one.
Yeah,
because he's just been left out.
I started this segment. I haven't got a compliment. Well, I did get a nice shirt.
So you're just seeking validation at this point, aren't you, Chandler?
What's that?
You're just seeking validation at this point.
Not really.
There's fishing for compliments.
Yeah, he's fishing for
another
compliments.
guy that loves doing
Yeah, I'm not fishing for compliments. Hey, I'm not fishing for compliments. You want to meet in the parking lot? No.
I will give you a compliment, Chandler. You know, I have said on this program many times before that I appreciate your attitude when you come to work every day, even though some days I am definitely not in the mood to hear it, and I want to strangle you half the time because of your sunny disposition. But I did appreciate the little hey this morning when you were sitting across the hall. So I did appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you.
I've told you that before.
And now I understand. And look, I have learned in the 3.5 years as an employee here that I know when, you know, the red light is on not to mess with Shirley. And that has been probably in the especially last week.
Pretty much every day.
And it can be every day. But there is her light moments. But, I mean, I know when to not mess with Shirley. And because you don't want to mess with Shirley when that red light's on.
No.
All
right.
Ugly.
You said you had another compliment?
For Jared.
All right.
I just want to say, man, I have been very impressed with your drive.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I've been impressed with you coming out to football practice at 8:50 in the mornings, asking if you ask if you can come to football practice, and I'm like, dude, absolutely you can. And because there's been interns in the past where, and none of the interns we have now and none of the interns we've had recently, but especially when I was an intern, they would come in just to get their class credit and get out. But there's people like you that actually want to do it and want to learn, and that's exactly what you're doing. You don't even need help with the video anymore. You set up these cameras today. You went with me to the coaches' interviews the other day. So I'm just, you know, I really enjoy seeing you grow as an intern, and I'm just very impressed with you, man.
I appreciate that.
And I mean that sincerely.
We put little markers on the door, Jared's growth. And, I mean, he started down kind of the bottom. Like, now he's almost at the top of the door frame.
Absolutely. He's doing a great job.
Jared's a throwback. You hear a lot these days, hey, these kids these days, they don't want to work. They just want handouts. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Never say that again, folks, because I know a guy that wants to work. And he, you know the best part about it? He wants to work for free. Doesn't even want a dime. Doesn't even want anything. Just works.
That's at the moment.
Yeah, that may change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jared.
But yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That
man.
means a lot.
Yes, sir.
Jennifer Honeycutt says, hey, guys, and hey, Shirley Rhodes.
Hey, Mom.
Hey.
Congrats on your
What's up, Ma?
Congrats on your successful night last night with fantasy football. This is her first year doing it. She had Lamar Jackson last night. And let's see who else. I'm not sure. She put up a 42 spot last night.
A 42 Berg.
So good job on first night, Mom.
Jack says Shirley is one of the best people ever.
Oh, is that Jack Bowen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's my brother.
He doesn't work here, by the way.
Who?
Every day with Shirley.
Jack?
That was a joke.
Oh.
That was a joke.
We're trying to be nice.
Can we do jokey jokes?
No!
Okay.
We're trying to be nice.
My bad. Chad was first in the chat today. What's up, Chad? Jamie says, hey now. Jamie's not trying to be nice. He said, that may be the only thing you come in first this year, Chad. Definitely not the fantasy league. Woo-hoo. I like that.
Or treasure chest, for that matter. Oh, I'm sorry.
Steve says, Clipper. Go Gator.
Go Gator.
It was in the men's section.
It was in the men's section.
PJ says, hey, yo, PRL gang, happy game day eve. Tyler says, don't give me that Homer bleep clip. NFL is worldwide. All right.
I didn't have it ready.
Tyler said, what about watching ECU volleyball?
Which won last night, by the way.
They
3-0.
stay undefeated.
And they play again at 7.
I got that Pirate Radio bump. Steve says, Shirley, you're amazing. Eric says, I propose a trade with Brazil. They keep football. Give us the booties. Eric, come on now. Show a little class. Chad said, thank you, J-Bone. You won me $70.
Oh, nice.
Chad, a former Derrick Henry fan. Probably still a fan, but no longer a Titan. Kenny says, y'all are the best sports radio show on the air.
Thank you, Kenny.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Kenny. Russ said, I thank Clip for his good looks. Well, you should probably thank my mom and dad for that. Also, thank you, Clip, for always talking about Trump on this show like he is a young Tucker Carlson. Russ, I think you've come to the wrong show. I will talk about Trump if he interferes with my football again. But we are politic free. Do we have the list of things we can't talk about anymore?
It should still be up there, maybe lower, bottom.
Yeah.
I know Virginia Tech was one of them.
Religion, politics, John's Love Life, and
Virginia Tech.
And Virginia Tech football.
It's up.
Thank you, Jarrett.
I didn't notice you made a graphic for
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Band topics,
that's
religion,
great.
politics, John's Love Life, Virginia Tech football. All on the band list. Eric said, Chandler, I'm impressed with your drive, buddy. You absolutely crushed that 3.4-mile commute in the mornings.
Thanks, Eric.
There's always one smart A in the group.
And it's always Eric.
And it's always Eric M. Chris says, Clipper shirt is looking good, boss. It is a good-looking shirt, and it feels good. I consider myself an athletic guy, and this is like the athletic fit. Jamie said, Chon's mom knows not to pick Chuba Hubbard. And Russ is still going with the political thing. Hey, Russ, as long as you think it's funny and you're having a good time, you go for it, buddy. Do what makes you happy.
Hey,
if you want to say
have
things,
a ball, buddy. You can do this the rest of the show.
Yeah.
We might not acknowledge you.
No.
But if you're having fun with it, you just keep on going, bud.
we're definitely not going to acknowledge you. We're definitely not going to laugh because we don't find it funny. But if you are out there typing and chuckling, then go for it, buddy. Do you, man? Do you?
It's like parents that see their kid playing in the mud and they're all dirty. They're like, are you going to get him? And they're like, nah, well, he's fine. He's satisfied. That's how we are with Russ.
Russ is just playing in the mud. Having a good old time. All right, guys, what in the name of ayahuasca is going on with this ECU ODU line?
Oh, my God. Did you see this? Crazy stuff.
Is it still moving or is it just at 1.5?
Oh, I'm looking at it now. It's like moving by tenths of a point.
Jeez.
As we speak. It's crazy.
So it started off on Sunday. ODU favored by 3. Very next day, East Carolina's favored -2.5. A 5.5 point spread switch. Then today, this morning, I get a text from someone that says, "Look at this."
Who?
A buddy of my dad's.
What's his name?
Coy.
Coy?
Coy.
Don't be coy with me. Give me his name.
Russell is his name. Coy.
Oh, that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that guy. He likes to mix it up on Twitter.
Oh, I know. But he says, look at this. ODU is back as a favorite.
Back.
At 1.5.
I'm going to look at it currently on the Kings of Draft, a.k.a. DraftKings. ODU -1.5. Now, the only thing I know that has changed is East Carolina announcing they're wearing white helmets.
Ooh, that might have been it.
Is there an injury we don't know about? We don't know about.
Not that I know of. I know that Chase Sowell was back at practice this week. I don't know if that means he'll play, but I don't know if that moves the sticks because all the weapons we have offensively.
It's crazy. I meant to say this yesterday. I want to believe in the Pirates and the Commanders. And right now, I'm thinking I'm taking both money lines, and I'm going to be a believer. Because you know what? Why should I be miserable before I need to be miserable? Why go into a season glass half empty before the cup has even started to lose liquid? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to be a believer.
I know Cliff Godwin doesn't care about this, but could the weather be a factor?
No. Why would the weather move the line?
I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
I'm just trying to come up with answers. I'm trying to come up with
I see what you're doing.
I know, Cliff, people are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust.
That makes that. I'm glad you didn't play the end of that. Do you have the whole clip?
Yeah, but I cut it off because I knew what was coming.
Just play it. I just want to.
I know, Cliff,
it creeps me out.
People are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
Oh, something about that.
And make it all better.
It's such an innocent line and a positive line, but man, it creeps me out.
Hey, creep! Thank you.
No, don't say that. We're being nice today.
Sorry.
I like a nice show Friday.
I do too. Especially when it's on a football Friday.
Yes, sir.
Coming up tonight on Channel 9 on your side. I mean, it's coming up, so you better tune in.
John says Steve says, John, you are a fresh of breath air.
Yes, sir.
Tyler says this is the altitude. No, that's Liberty. Liberty plays on a mountain, according to Brandon Manning. And some others. Todd says, remember Todd?
Todd.
Todd says it's the all-white uniforms. Chris says, Creep, great song by Radiohead. My favorite Radiohead song is Fake Plastic Trees. It's a good one. Zach Kaplan says, Touchdown Friday. Hey, speaking of Zach,
buddy.
There's a guy named
Do we have
Zach.
compliments for him?
Yeah, I'm very, very excited that young Zach Lewis is making his PA debut tonight.
That is right.
At J.H. Rose High School. So compliments on him for getting that gig. It's fantastic. All right, let's take a break. When we return, I am an idiot.
Don't say that.
I'm a moron.
No, you're not.
I am useless.
You're not.
Waste of space.
Stop.
Giant pile of crap.
Shut up.
At 2 o'clock, I went in Studio C, and me, myself, and I, all by myself for the first time. I was a big boy. I put my big boy pants on. And I recorded a video interview with Brian North. It was awesome. He gave us a tour of the WCTI studios ahead of the Blitz coming up tonight. We were firing on all cylinders. We talked high school, we talked college, we talked pro. I wrapped it up with him.
You didn't press record?
I did. I did not hit the live button. So the entire video had no audio, and it was just pointing at the cabinet in there. It was the camera from the iPad.
Man.
So I apologized to Brian. I was like, let's just do it next week. But he is such a good guy. He is willing to go on with us live and do the whole damn segment over again. But I'll tell you this, it is going to be a flawless segment. We've already done a dress rehearsal on it. So it's going to be one of the best football segments you've ever heard in your life. We'll talk live to Brian North when we return and have more for you on a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
This is a public notice, only at Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Every single item must be sold at pennies on the dollar, up to 75% off mattresses, furniture, wall to wall, only at Discount Mattress and Furniture. All wood chest, $99. Computer desk, $99. Nightstands, $49. Dinette sets, table and 4 chairs, $199. Chairs, end tables, coffee tables, $20. Bedroom suits, living room suits, up to 75% off. Regular mattresses sets, regular $500. Today, $200. Pay our cash, check, and credit card. Second chance credit, no credit, new credit, bad credit. 9 days, same as cash. Bring your truck and trailers to save even more. U-Haul trucks will be on location for pickup of merchandise absolutely free. Public notice, Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Hurry, when it's gone, it's gone. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Pirate Radio. We are the local station you love. Anytime, anywhere, on air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. They have one of the biggest used car inventories in eastern North Carolina. You can shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is Clip.
All right, back with you. Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock. Squirrely Roads.
I was begging Jared. I was like, take one of the cameras and zoom in on that big whatever that is on top of your head.
I got a lot of hair under my hat.
That is wild.
That is wild stuff.
That is a strange head of lettuce
Did
right
anybody record me and Chandler's rendition of Linger by the Cranberries?
I wish I could have.
Man.
But I was in the middle of doing some other stuff.
It was beautiful.
You got me wrapped around
your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Since when did Football Friday turn into Karaoke Friday?
Karaoke Friday.
Well, we can't even do that anymore for the pregame. Remember when we used to have themes for our music and we did a karaoke one?
Video ruined everything.
Yeah.
Video killed the radio star.
Because we had by far the worst rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody I think I've ever heard in my life when we tried to do karaoke for that one, and it was hysterically funny.
Tyler said, is that Albert Einstein or Clip? Hey, sometimes I get confused in myself.
Todd says Kramer.
Giddy up. All right.
You let that cat.
Speaking of good hair, do we have Brian North?
Oh, no. Was I supposed to call him?
Can we get him?
Sure.
Get Brian.
Let's go up north to Brian North.
The old host of the Blitz coming your way.
The Blitz!
The Blitz! Chad said, did anyone have an issue with the game blacking out last night?
Yes. It happened at the Buck.
I blacked out last night.
You were drunk?
No. I fell asleep I think during the weather delay. But it was a weird sleep. So as I was sleeping, I kind of was following the game. I guess I would wake up every now and then, hear the score, hear Chris Collinsworth say, here's a guy. But then I woke up and watched the last 8 minutes or so of the game, and what a finish it was.
It was towards the end. They were about to run a play, and the TVs went black at the Buck, and everybody was freaking out. But everything was okay, except I didn't win my money line bet.
Fade to black.
That stunk.
Speaking of blacking out, did an amazing video interview with Brian North earlier today that nobody will ever see. And
that's
Brian,
a documentary.
This is the second time we have talked today. I apologize profusely for taking up now 40 minutes of your workday. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm going to stink this time around, anyways. The best stuff was the first tape.
I know. I said that this is going to be an amazing segment because we've already rehearsed it, and we'll both probably stink up the joint. So I'm going to try to go word for word what we talked about the first time around, other than the amazing behind-the-scenes tour you gave us of the CTI 12 studio and the Blitz. So, Brian, we'll have to do that next week.
Okay, sure. We'll try it again.
All right. I know one thing we talked about was early in the season, maybe you got teams that, hey, we don't know how this thing's going to end up, what their record's going to look like. But, man, 1-0 and 2-0 sure looks good. And it's got South Central and North Pitt fans excited, and they'll face off tonight, Brian, with one team going to be undefeated heading into mid-September.
Yeah, I would say it takes week 3 to really kind of figure out who is really good and who isn't, and who's kind of been propped up by an easy schedule. So, no, look, South Central's 2-0, and I think they were 2-0 last year, and same thing with North Pitt, and North Pitt ended up winning the game, and South Central struggled after that. I really expect the Fighting Chris Cherries to be a better team this year. He's had a year to get everybody in the offseason program, and so I think they'll put up a fight, but this is a very talented North Pitt team that has been building. And C.J. Wilson has 5 of his nephews playing for him, and now he's in his, third year, I think, as well, and I think he's getting the hang of coaching now and how to deal with his guys. So I'm expecting a high-quality game. It's going to be our Blitz Battle Royale, but I think there's going to be some pretty good football played in Winterville tonight.
Brian, what other games you keeping a close eye on tonight?
So our big one will be West Craven at New Bern. West Craven is 2-0, and they've got some real talent on the offensive side of the ball, and they opened some eyes last week with their defensive effort against East Duplin. Now they take on a New Bern team. New Bern has been 2 long road games, so this will be their first chance to play at home. We're still trying to figure out what they have because we just haven't seen them in person, but we know they're going to be good. We know anytime these two teams play, it's always a lot of fun. So expecting some top quality football there. Other big rivalry games tonight include East Duplin and Richlands. Richlands has not beaten East Duplin since 2007. Richlands has not started 3-0 in a season since 2003, but they could reverse those trends against the beat-up Panther squad, but that'll be a good border war going on. We've got East Carteret and Croatan, and a Crystal Coast battle will be a lot of fun. look, we're keeping an eye on J.H. Rose, 0-2 now, but back at home for their home opener, taking on Northern Nass, who's 2-0. And Conley, your alma mater. They had a nice win last week, and now how do they do against one of those Wilson schools in Hunt, who also comes in at 1-1. So those are some of the key ones we're looking for. Northside Jacksonville, 2-0. They're one of those that we're going to find out tonight because they're playing New Hanover. So we'll find out if they're for real 2-0 or if it's kind of a propped up 2-0.
Everybody excited in Greenville for Zach Lewis's PA debut as the over the loudspeakers there at J.H. Rose. So wishing Zach the best of luck tonight. Brian, let's talk Pirate football. And we got to see a glimpse of John David Baker and his play calling and his offense. We got to see a lot of Jake Garcia slinging it around. We got to see a lot of good play from the Pirate pass catchers, receivers, and tight ends. So what did you think of this new offense, the first run at it against Norfolk State last week?
Well, compared to last year, I mean, it looked amazing, right? I think anybody's just happy to see some points on the board and seeing the ball thrown around a little bit. I know no one liked the interceptions, but it was nice to see some risks being taken and the ball being thrown downfield, which I know is counterintuitive to what Mike Houston has always liked to do. You know, his best offenses have always been set up by a good defense, and anytime he opens up the playbook, it's because he feels comfortable with his defense, which he does this year to a degree. So it was good. I mean, Jake Garcia shaking off the rust. You know, hadn't played in a couple of years. Saw some overthrows early on. So as he gets that rust shaken off, I like the fact that he was gambling a little bit. But again, turnovers aren't going to get it done. I mean, that could be your downfall as well. So if they get that stuff cleaned up, this offense could be fun. I like the tight ends. I like to see some of those other guys catching the ball because that's what the one thing we didn't know is who would step up. And so far, it looks like there's some pretty good options to throw to.
No doubt, and that was without Chase Sowell. We hope to see him in the lineup. John, you saw him practicing this week?
Yeah, he was out there trying to get back into the groove of things. So I don't know if he'll play tomorrow, but he is at least back in pads and participating in practice.
Brian, as far as the defense goes, wish they would have got a shutout instead of giving up 3. Didn't have many complaints outside of that. One thing we've touched on quite a bit, Pirates' inability to get the quarterback down. Last year, we looked it up on the UB stat sheet a couple weeks ago. I want to say they were like 114th in the nation in sacks. So as solid as they were, that's one thing they did not do well. They're definitely going to see more passes this week than they saw a week ago. So that's I'm going to kind of put that one under the microscope for Saturday.
But they get pressure, right? I mean, they seem to be in the backfield a lot, and they get close to the quarterback, which is what you have to do to make them feel uncomfortable. At least that's what I feel like they do. Now, I could say there's some missed tackles in the backfield where they could wish they had brought guys down, but I just feel like they get pressure, and pressure is key to that defense, and which creates some of the turnovers. And I know they'd like to increase that turnover margin some more, but, you get to the QB and that happens. So is it a matter of just not finishing, or are they just not getting pressure on the quarterback? And if they don't get pressure on the quarterback, we know in this day and age of offense, that'll be a long day for you.
Brian, the line continues to move back and forth. Been pretty crazy following that this week. Old Dominion coming off a loss to South Carolina. They and East Carolina had turnover issues last week, so we'll certainly keep an eye on that. What do you think about the Monarchs and them hosting this game?
Every time they play, it's been close. I feel like I was there in 2019 at Old Dominion. They had to pull away late. The Taylor Heineke game we all remember a couple of years ago at Norfolk, it was close. So we know it's going to be close, and so that's where the turnovers come into play. Special teams comes into play, and if they get those things cleaned up, I really keep an eye on special teams this year because they have a dedicated coach to that at ECU, and that's the hidden yardage. The kick returners and the punt returners and the kickers get all the attention, but I'm telling you, there's so much hidden yardage in there, and I think Mike Houston, I saw when I was at practice, boy, he paid a lot of attention to special teams early on, and so I think that's a huge key with that too. But whoever wins the turnover battle probably is in the position to win that game tomorrow night.
Brian North joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, brought to you by Big Rock Power Sports. Brian, we did this earlier, so you should be pretty good at this exercise. Off the top of my head, I gave you 4 overreactions in the ACC that you agree with the most, one that you could buy, and those 4 were Florida State's Dunzo, They're not going to a bowl. They're going to go 0-3. They're going to lose to Memphis. There's number one. Number two, Virginia Tech, overhyped going into this season. They lose at Vanderbilt. They are a non-factor. Forget them. Put them on the back burner. Don't even put them on the burner at all. Get them off the burner. Number three was North Carolina has a defense. North Carolina went to Minnesota, got the win, mostly with defense, and they're going to have defense all year long this year. Number four, none of what I said just matters because Miami is going to dominate the ACC anyway. They are back. The U is back after what they did in the swamp week one. Which one of those do you agree with the most?
Yeah, so while Miami was impressive, Florida's a train wreck, so I'm not ready to put all my stock into the Hurricanes yet. Virginia Tech, they've had such coaching turnover there. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm going to give them a 1 step back on this, but they have recruited pretty well, so I'm not ready to throw in the towel on them. Florida State, yes, I'm ready to throw in the towel on them. 0-2, and I'm just curious to see how that team responds. Now, if they lose to Memphis, Mike Norvell might as well just pack up the moving van and all of his transfers and get on out along with DJ Ukulele. So, look, I like the Carolina defense now. I just think they changed defensive coordinators. We know that Mac recruits talent. Mac gets some of the best talent out there. Their issues have always come with how well it's coached and if guys have chemistry and can buy in on it. So, one game, I like it so far. They won't have any problems with Charlotte this week, and then we'll start to find out for real. But really like what the Carolina defense looks like just because I know there's a ton of talent on that side of the ball.
Brian, do you give the Wolfpack a chance to hang around and maybe pull one out against Tennessee? Seems like everybody, and for pretty good reason, is taking Tennessee on Saturday night. Love their quarterback, Nico, and their offense. NC State, a ho-hum win, if you even want to call that, a scary win against Western Carolina last Thursday. So how about that one going on in Charlotte tomorrow night?
Yeah, I like the Wolfpack's chances, and I like that they had to open up with Western Carolina, who's a really good 1AA team, and Grayson McCall trying to get used to his first game at the highest level with NC State, and I thought their defense, had some things to show, and they're going to be severely tested on the back end this week. But I'm telling you, Dave Doran has done nothing but win there and recruit really good players and hit the transfer portal pretty well this year, and so I know it wasn't the most impressive win, but I think it was exactly what he wanted to work out some of the kinks and see where some of these guys stand. And so, look, I'm surprised that State and Tennessee have only played 3 times previous. The last in 2012, and you have to go back to, 1911 and 1930-something.
Wow.
So it's just weird that these 2 regional teams have not played very much. But SEC gets all the love. ACC is certainly not going to get much these days. And so I think that's probably where you're seeing a lot of the people saying Tennessee rolls in this one, but I just like the way this NC State team is made up. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think they're not going to get blown out either. The one thing lacking from Dave Doran is that signature national victory, right? He beats North Carolina a lot. He has some really good ACC wins. I don't know if he has that signature national win that makes people say, okay, I'll take NC State when they really don't know the makeup of the team.
Brian North joining us, Big Rock Power Sports Live Line. Brian, as we head into the NFL season, first of all, what a way to kick it off last night. Chiefs win by a toe against the Ravens. That was awesome. All you want if you root for a bad team is hope. And I've got hope because I got Jaden Daniels. I got a new coach. I got some things to be hopeful about. I don't know if we'll be any good, but I have hope. Even Jared, our Raiders fan, Antonio Pierce, maybe he's got some Dan Campbell type stuff in him. Former gritty NFL guy. The locker room loves him. He's got a little bit of hope. For Zach and Chandler in here, and Chandler's Mr. Positivity, so he's faking hope, at least right now. Should the Panthers fans have any hope for this 2024 NFL season?
Yeah.
I'm asking Brian. I know you're going to say yeah. Well,
say yes, Brian. Say yes.
No, give me your answer first. Why should you have hope, Chandler?
So I do, and let me go all Chandler.
I don't know who I'm asking.
What I don't like about the Washington situation is you've got a rookie quarterback with a defensive coach. I just feel like that never seems to work out. Where in Carolina now, you've got a quarterback who has a pedigree, but now he's got an offensive coach who's been the quarterback whisperer, right? He helped Geno Smith resurrect his career. Baker Mayfield looked like a MVP candidate last year. So all of a sudden he comes in here with a guy who just kind of was very bland last year. And so now can he make Bryce Young be relevant and bring some juice to him? He just didn't seem to have any juice when he played last year. I kept looking for those moments. He had one fourth quarter drive. I thought I saw it for a minute. But they're over the cap. They're one of the rare teams over the cap because they've had issues signing veterans. They tried going that route. Never works. And so now they've got to get out of the cap issue. And I think Dan Morgan, first glance, he's doing a pretty good job of it, I think. And I like the young pieces that he surrounded Bryce Young with. Look, I'm not sitting there saying they're going to be a playoff team this year, but I like the young talent they have around him. Now, does it fit Bryce Young, who was sacked 65 times last year? Is the offensive line better? Does he have the ability, time to throw? And if he does, can now he show the juice to make that offense electric where it can be a contender week in and week out?
Dave Chappelle once said in a sketch, "What the F is juice?" Chandler, Brian is asking, where the F is the juice? Where's the juice with Bryce? Does he have juice to give?
I think he does have juice. We saw his juice in college. Could he bring it to the pros?
Share the juice, Bryce.
Yeah. But it's a lot like East Carolina. There was addresses that needed to be made on this offensive side of the football because last year, I mean, like you mentioned, he was sacked, second most in the NFL with sacks. They go out and get two of the best guards in free agency with Damian Lewis, Robert Hunt. So he needs protection. Then he also gets Xavier Legette out of the draft. You can go out and get Deontay Johnson. So I'm not, like you said, I don't think, are we very successful this year? But I think the help is there to at least show people, hey, Bryce Young can play football in this league.
The issue is going to be early on. They signed, 6 guys during cuts last week. There's just so many new players in there. It's going to take some time. And I don't think they win New Orleans this week, but I just want to see something to give hope. And then I think as the season goes on, if they get moments of success here, I really do think with their schedule, they have a chance to be decent. Again, I'm not saying playoff team, but at least better than that bland show that last year was so disappointing and boring to watch week in and week out. At least be exciting. If you're going to lose, just be exciting when you lose. And so I'm hoping to see some more of that. Just watching what Baker Mayfield did and Geno and just thinking of those memories. You just saw them take a big step forward on that, and I'm just hoping to see that with Bryce Young. We do know there's some talent there. It's just, all right, now let's just see you bring it.
Brian North joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. I'll wrap it up with you the same way I wrapped up our first interview we did today, Brian, that saw Michael Jordan celebrating with Tyler Reddick, a regular season championship. And now I got Chan to my side as I say this. Michael Jordan, everything he touches turns to gold except what, Chandler?
The Charlotte Hornets.
Yes, the Charlotte Hornets.
It's just weird how guys who, when they're great at a sport, it just doesn't translate when they're either an owner or a GM or Jerry West is one of the rare exceptions, but and Larry Bird did okay.
I think there's more examples to them not being a success than are, Brian. Well, to your point.
Yeah, and so, but he's a competitive guy who likes to do other things, and I guess if he doesn't get in his own way, the biggest problem I've seen with Michael Jordan is he likes to take care of his buddies.
Yeah, let's bring in Buzz Peterson and Mitch Kupchak and every old Tar Heel. Yeah,
right. And so I think that's what's gotten in his way. Where in these other sports, he's just hearing from people who know the sports better, and there's no, for him, a buddy system to go through. And
yeah.
So that's why I think he's been successful in these other sports.
Yeah, that's a good point. Brian North joining us. Next week, we'll give you a behind-the-scenes look at WCTI 12 and the Blitz if Brian is there at work. That was awesome, Brian. Thank you for doing that earlier, and thank you for doing this interview twice today.
Of course. I think I hit everything the way I did before. I just, sometimes it's that juice, man. I don't know if I had the juice this time in the audio element only.
Man, you used all your juice at 2 o'clock earlier today, but thank you for squeezing out a little more for us here in the 3 o'clock hour. Thank you, Brian. Have a great show tonight, man. We'll check you out on the Blitz.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
All right, there is Brian North joining us. Big Rock Power Sports Live line. 4 locations in Eastern North Carolina. Big Rock Power Sports has everything you need to conquer the outdoors. If you're in the market for an ATV, side-by-side, motorcycle, boat, and there's one more thing on this list that I love, that I really want, a personal watercraft. When I think about that, I just think of me like maybe I'm in like a bubble, and I'm just driving on the waves. What's a personal watercraft?
I'm thinking like a jet ski.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
That would be so cool, although I'd never go on the water, and it would be the biggest waste of money ever. But I have ridden a jet ski, and it's a lot of fun.
I was thinking it's like I watched Goldmember last night, and Michael Caine's driving in his Mini Cooper. He's like, "Oh, this is also a submarine, by the way." I was thinking like that.
Personal watercraft. Make Big Rock Power Sports and Marine your next stop. Big Rock Power Sports. Choose your adventure.
My adventure this weekend is watching football.
Live and on telly.
Yes, sir.
You will be there in Norfolk coming up on Saturday. Chon, what time y'all leaving?
Probably around 12-ish.
All right.
Get up there and find some good food.
What do you think about that? Like, I'm glad we have these regional matchups because we get to have you here at work on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to talk football with you.
And we get those at least a few times. Charlotte.
Do you like
Liberty.
A day trip like that?
It can be tiring, but at the same time, it's great to be already back in Greenville on Sunday morning and get up and you don't have to
get ready for some football.
Stress out of getting back and get ready for 1 o'clock kickoffs.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Football Friday. We'll wrap up hour 1 and then hour 2. I could conservatively talk about NFL games and make picks for like 7 hours. We only have 1 hour to do it. But I'm very excited about our picks week 1. We'll do that and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this.
While driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
What's up, Pirate Nation? Are you guys ready for some ECU football? Because we are here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And to kick this season off, we're doing 90 days till first payment on all Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams. Also, up to $9,500 off new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee 2-row and up to $7,000 off the 24 model Jeep Grand Cherokee 3rd row. Don't forget to check out our huge selection of affordable used vehicles starting from $699 and up. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Mow like a pro with Hustler zero-turn mowers. They engineer their mowers to be maintenance and service friendly for the everyday homeowner while not sacrificing the build and cut quality they're known for. From the heavy-duty frame to the welded steel deck to their trademark smooth track steering, Hustler zero-turn mowers deliver professional grade cut quality for a perfectly manicured lawn. Come into Ron Aayers Motorsports to see the Hustler difference for yourself today. Ron Aayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Dank Burrito is coming to Greenville. Dank is your ticket to adventure in a tortilla. We combine bold flavors to make new kinds of burritos, tacos, and bowls, like honey truffle buffalo chicken or teriyaki shrimp. Once you're Dank, you'll never want the same boring burrito again. Dank Burrito is also the official burrito of the ECU Pirates, which we all know and love here in G Vegas. We're opening soon at 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Come join the Dank Burrito Mafia. Hope to see y'all soon.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Ryan McChrystal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need to go to University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Want a burger with attitude? Bad Daddy's Burger Bar is the place to get it. Located just off of Greenville Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center and a short distance away from Downey-Ficklin Stadium, Bad Daddy's has a lineup of chef-inspired burgers, giant chop salads, the famous Badass Margarita, and a fabulous selection of local craft beers. Get started with Not Your Mama's Deviled Eggs or fried pickles before diving into one of their juicy burgers like the Bacon Cheeseburger on steroids. Or spice things up with the Heat Wave Burger. People have called their burgers totally insane, but they'll take that as a compliment. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Go Pirates!
G'day, this is Luke Larson, punter for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from Agri Supply or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Just had Jay Hyde come by and pick up his Schnappa shirt. He's going to be ready for game day tomorrow. I got mine on right now. Chad said he'll be pulling his out tomorrow to wear for ECU game day. And we have a question from Levi about the weather. John, can we go to the Pirate Radio weather desk and get a weather report for Norfolk?
It is now 55% chance of rain.
Ooh. What kind of degrees is we talking about?
I want to say, let's see.
What do you want to say, and then tell us what it actually is?
I want to say it said the high was like 89.
Okay.
Let's look up Norfolk, Virginia. The high for tomorrow, I was way off, 77.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
What's the low?
69.
All right. With some rain possible. Is that good or bad for the per?
It says 35% at 11 a.m., but I can't see anything past 3 p.m.
It's impossible to find that out. Good grief, man.
That's not how you spell Norfolk.
It doesn't matter. You're going to tell me how to spell Norfolk right now when you can't find what the weather's supposed to be tomorrow? At 3 o'clock, we're looking at 22%. At 6 o'clock, we're looking at 24% precipitation, 74 degrees. At 9 o'clock, into the game, 1% chance of precipitation, which I'm going to say rain. I don't think it's going to be snow. 70 degrees. That was pretty easy to find.
Good job, man.
But
I want to give you a compliment. Great job.
And I want to tell you, thank you for getting the previous weather report. That was good.
No problem.
Yep, you got it. All right, short seg here. Anything we need to discuss? Anything we need to get out of the way? Anything to get off your chest?
Oh, what do you got?
It's kind of related to last night, so you want me to save it or just go ahead and fire it off?
I want to hear it now. Is it long?
No, not really.
Is it strong? Is it bound to get the friction on?
I mean, screw it. It's about the penalties. Like, what a ref show, man.
Ref show. Meet the ref show.
Like, I get if they called the illegal formation once, but 5 times in, like, the first drive.
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous.
The guy's been lining up his whole career like that. They've been lining up like that the whole existence of the sport. Like, I never even heard them announce that
and
rule
it was
change.
Ronnie Stanley.
Yeah. And then
A
Jawan
veteran.
Taylor's jumping off sides and lining up that same way the whole night. Not a single flag thrown.
I was catching
There was
Z's
one,
during that, but during the Washington-New England last preseason game, I heard there was a new emphasis. Is it where, like, the tackle's too far back or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know how they taught me to line up, how they taught everybody to line up when I was a kid.
I like you bringing in your former football experience on this.
Well, I mean, that's like the only thing I learned how to do.
As a former player. We'll take a break, John. I need to talk to my family, but I think I have a plan for Sunday.
I know. You told me, and I am excited.
I can't be the only guy that, like, thinks all week about what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to do on Sunday, my setup. So I think here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to be ready to go at Tiebreakers for the 1 p.m. kickoffs.
Okay, I like it because I'll be there as well.
Now, my team doesn't play till 4:25. I'm not a single man anymore at Bowley's drinking from 12:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. on a Sunday. A, Bowley's doesn't exist. B, I don't drink. C, I have people that I have to look out for, and they would not like me if I did that. So, I think around 3 o'clock, I'm going to go back home, check on the peeps, say, hey, how's it going?
Check on the family.
Good to see you. How you doing? Make sure they're good to go, and then head back out and maybe go hit the Buck for Commander Skins versus Bucks. Ooh, should I go to the Buck while we're playing the Bucks? I got to think about that. It's not funny, Kawhi. It's a serious question. But, John, I think that's my plan for Sunday.
I like it.
All right.
Please stick with it.
Am I going to see you?
You'll see me at Tiebreakers, and then if you go to the Bug, you'll see me there.
I should see you in the summertime.
You should see me in the summertime. Drop that, baby. Let's see it.
We'll take a break, come back. We're talking NFL Hour 2. We'll make our picks and have more for you after these words.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Aayers Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hey, O's fans, gift the experience of Orioles baseball with an Orioles e-gift card.
An Orioles e-gift card is the perfect gift for any occasion and can be purchased starting as little as $5. Use e-gift cards to buy game tickets at the box office and online at Orioles.com. Plus, e-gift cards can be redeemed at any concession stand or merchandise location throughout Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Surprise your favorite Orioles fan with an e-gift card today. Visit Orioles.com/gift cards.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated. Pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. And Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. And Saturdays are for pirate traditions and beer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Sean, you love watching old YouTubes.
Man, do I. And I was so excited to see you doing this.
Washington plays Tampa on Sunday. I thought it'd be great to watch the worst playoff game of all time. Now, I tend to exaggerate things. Look at Joe Gibbs' hat.
Just like yours.
That's why I wear this baby, for Joe. I'm not exaggerating. Here's some of the numbers from that game. Mark Brunell, East Carolina, Washington quarterback. This is the playoffs.
Oh, look at that, man.
Playoff. Oh, who's that over there?
That's John Gruden, man. 5-2 career playoff record, man.
It's about to be 5-3. You almost cussed.
Oh, don't do it.
Mark Brunell, 7 of 15, 41 yards, 1 interception. Those are his final numbers.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, this is a gross game. Chris Sims had 2 picks. Clinton Portis, the leading rusher, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. And Sean Taylor, rest in peace, had a touchdown of his own and also spit in the face of Michael Pittman. Don't spit on people.
Is that the father of Michael Pittman Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
What's up, Tony?
You're
here for spitting?
For Sean Taylor.
Oh, okay. I like taunting. I don't like
21.
spitting. Taunting should not be a penalty.
Chon and I watch old YouTube videos all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Every time we hang out.
Yeah, there's been times where me and Tony hang out, had a few too much to drink.
Not too much, right on time.
Yeah.
Just the right amount.
And then we go.
We'll look at each other and we'll go, you know what time it is, and we'll throw up the Cam Newton MVP year.
Or Luke Kuechly videos. Always fun.
Hey, y'all might think I'm crazy. There was one night that I had a little too much. And when I say a little too much, I mean way too much. I watched an hour-and-a-half video of every single career touchdown that Cam Newton had.
I could
either
do that.
Rushing or passing.
It's like a
hour and a half long.
daily meditation. When I have a bad day, do watch that Deshaun Foster NFC Championship run against the Eagles.
That is motivating.
And I told him when I interviewed him that like, hey, whenever you're down and out, I watch this video and it helps me.
Yeah, it's a hell of a play. All right, I pulled a Tony Dunn last night, and I didn't watch a lot of Thursday Night Football.
What?
Yeah,
I was tired.
I
and
fell
I
asleep.
Stayed. I was tired. I was like, man. I'm staying for it. I'm here for it. And you missed a great game.
So I did wake up and watch the last 10 minutes.
Oh,
so I saw
you were right there for it.
Saw the Ravens kick a field goal and then have to drive the field to try to get that touchdown, which they did for a moment, but it was overturned. What a game!
Justin Tucker with a rare miss. Are we seeing the decline?
He hooked it.
Is it over?
53.
He's 53 years old?
No, it was a 53-yard field goal.
Look like the wind got it.
Nah, he looked maybe. But he's supposed to be automatic. First field goal attempt of the season, miss. It's a sign.
Was that an AFC Championship preview?
I tell you this: Baltimore's good, and
their offensive line's not.
I don't care. You know what? They should be. I did get mad at the commentators when they said we haven't seen a run game like this since Mike Vick, and I was shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Because they're not talking about.
They're not talking about Cam, and then they were like, "But we never saw Mike Vick paired with a 250-pound running back." And then I'm going, "We could have drafted Derrick Henry." Imagine Cam Newton and Derrick Henry running that offense together.
Did you draft instead?
He was
Kelvin Benjamin. Maybe Shaq Thompson.
Shaq Thompson.
Shaq Thompson.
Who you are not the hugest fan of.
No, but King Henry and Cam Newton together. 500 pounds of beautiful men in the backfield.
Big, meaty men. What do they say in wrestling, Jarrett? Help us out.
Big, meaty men slapping meat.
Oh, God.
All right, save that, Shirley.
Yeah,
save that one.
That is...
Dude.
I don't know if Ellerby will let you say that one.
That's a Big E wrestling term, I believe.
Hopefully Ellerby's eating dinner right now.
A little grappling.
Skip said Jackson's going to get injured if he continues to run like he did last night. Here's my problem about people talking about running quarterbacks, and even with RG3. Sure, I wanted to see RG3 play for longer, but if they just had him sit in the pocket, would it even have been worth it?
He would have gotten crushed. He would have gotten annihilated. Cam always got hurt in the pocket.
Well, he wouldn't have been as good either.
I tell you,
my point.
Now, one thing you will see with Lamar throughout the season is this was they were trying to make a statement, right? As we heard Tony Dungy before the game talking about like.
Are you related to Tony Dungy?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. Sorry, good.
And he was talking about how, look, coaches always talk about it's just week one. It's just week one. It's just another game. But when they went to New England and he was the coach of the Colts, he said, this isn't just one game. This is what we're here for. And, you could tell the Ravens or Lamar was playing like that last night. And so you won't see Lamar throwing that shoulder every time throughout the season. And he's too dynamic. Like, it's just they should be doing that all the time. I mean, not every play, but like he can throw. He doesn't just run. He runs, he passes, he runs and passes. He does it all. He's good. He's really good, man. They were in that game. They were not playing poorly. They missed a couple of big plays at times. And I will say this. Do you think, gosh, that likely touchdown, I just wanted to count it.
Man.
I'm like, that's it. I feel like sometimes we overdo the replay. Now, that one, his toe, because he
was out of bounds.
He has a size 20 shoe, probably. But, when one blade of grass touches the shoe and you're like, I almost want to just be like, eye test. That was a touchdown.
I know. But the Ravens can believe whatever they want to believe. People who follow politics a lot certainly do that.
He was out of bounds.
He was.
But
why are they still going like, I think he was in bounds?
Oh, people are actually saying that?
Like in the post game and stuff. Like, I believe it was a touchdown.
Well, I don't know.
I believe that Tony's wearing a purple shirt. Like, he's not. We can see it. It happened.
True.
Out of bounds.
I agree with that. Sometimes you don't want to take the fun out of the game. It's like, and I'm not saying they should have given him that touchdown, but when he caught it, he came off an injury. He had been hurt, goes out there, makes a big catch, has one of the biggest games of his career. it was just an awesome moment. And then it's like, oh, we're going to take this back.
He had around 30 points last night?
He had 11 catches, 1 touchdown, 110 yards, 111 yards. He had a game like that his rookie year, too.
I think Steve said that he was the steal of his draft, and I think he got him. So,
thank you for adding that.
Thanks, Steve. Screw you.
So,
well, you know what?
That play would never happen if he hit some safe flowers the previous play. But I'm not gonna kill Lamar Jackson for that. But he did have an open guy.
He did. He made a miss.
Likely was open the play before Zay Flowers too.
In the corner of the end zone.
Yeah.
Was anybody else confused?
But tough throw.
Yeah. That was a lot tougher than the Flowers.
I don't think Lamar was really trying to give it to him, to be honest. It felt like a throwaway, and likely he's like, well, I'm a giant. I'm going to try to get it anyway.
Yeah. Was anybody else confused when they got the pick before half? They had just turned the ball over or missed the field goal. Roquan Smith got the pick at the midfield, and Derrick Henry never got on the field in that minute and a half drive.
Well, I think that they have to run Derrick Henry when they're ahead of the chains, and they are, and the clock's not with them. You know what? He did look slow last night, slower than he usually does.
I just think it's the Ravens' offensive setup. You're not going to see him go full force in the first game because they got to work him in there
and not give away everything. But I tell you this: the handoff to Henry, and then Lamar keeps it and bootlegs out.
Yeah,
you're going to see that
dangerous.
30 times this year.
Very dangerous.
Unstoppable.
And he had how many rushing yards last night? Lamar.
I didn't see.
He had
over 100.
Over 100.
And he had 200. Well, it was up to 220 earlier in the game. The one thing I want to talk about is all the penalties.
Jared hit on that
earlier in the game. Are they calling that because it was Kansas City game and we saw that crap last year where he was getting away with it? And then they didn't call it on Jawan Taylor.
Yeah.
But is that going to be across the league? We're going to
see that? I saw that in the Washington-New England last preseason game. Drake May actually did a nice little rollout, hit a guy for a touchdown, got called back for the lineman being too far back or whatever, and they said they're going to put an emphasis on this. And it's one of those things where, all right, they call it in the preseason, then in the regular season they let it go, but I guess not.
They called it a ton last night. And this is, I think, a testament to how good the Ravens can be, is that they had so many penalties and it didn't bury them. If that was the Panthers and we had that many penalties, game over. First quarter. 3 penalties in a row or whatever, done.
Let me see if I can find the penalty numbers on last night. Boy, Ravens dominated time of possession.
By the way, rushing yards for Lamar Jackson, 122.
120.
16 carries.
Ravens 7 for 64. So all of them were little 5-yarders. Didn't really.
Is that what they are? 5-yard penalties?
Yeah, it's just a legal formation.
Yeah. Mike P's got a good point.
Should they make a lot of these penalties 5 yards in there?
Let's talk about it. Pass interference. Should pass interference be spot of the foul, 15 yards, 10 yards, or 5 yards?
I like spot.
Okay.
You like 5 yards?
No, spot of the foul.
Oh, spot of the foul.
I think I like spot. I wish they could do it a little bit like the difference between holding and pass interference. Sometimes a pass interference, if the ball isn't near.
Here's what I don't like. Here's my least favorite part of penalties: the automatic first downs. 3rd and 18. You get illegal contact, 5-yard penalty. Okay, that's not
automatic
bad.
first.
Automatic first
I
down.
agree.
Garbage.
We need to change that.
Yeah, running into the punter, 4th and 15. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic.
Yeah, and should false starts be 10 yards?
No.
Huh?
No.
Aren't they? They're 10-yard penalty. They're 5 right now. Yeah. Okay.
Holding's 10.
But no, on the punt, they have to decide if it's running into the kicker or rushing the kicker or roughing the kicker. That always
I feel like they always call it the worst one.
Tony, Chon, what about your favorite penalty of all time?
Hands to the face.
Illegal hands to the face.
Illegal hands to the face.
Do you not like it or like it?
No, if you watch a game with Chandler, I don't know if he does
say
it now.
it every play.
I remember the first few times I watched the game with Chandler, he would holler illegal hands to the face every play.
His
hands are all over his face, Rip. It was hilarious.
Last week against Norfolk State, there was a helmet on the ground after a play, and there was a flag thrown, and I was like, I was like, is it? And there was like, no, it was like offsides or something.
Chandler goes Leonardo DiCaprio meme pointing at the TV every time he sees a hand.
Is Kelsey Toast jerk screw me in Prize Picks?
I don't think so.
Why did they not even go to him?
They hit he hit one big one. And
yeah, that was it.
I don't know. I just think Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy were so hot.
Xavier Worthy is nasty.
The Rice kid was just nasty.
Why is he playing? Like, shouldn't he have been suspended?
I heard
what did he actually? What did he do?
I got a source, and somebody said like it's even worse than like what we know about.
What did he do?
I think it's pretty bad. I mean, he was street racing on like a highway in Dallas, and then just left.
Oh yeah, and then had
he
like guns and
beat the heck out of some cameraman outside of the club.
There was a lot of stuff in his vehicle.
I mean, he didn't kill anybody.
Is that your?
Well, the guy from the Eagles did.
Greg Hardy didn't kill anybody.
No, he shouldn't have been kicked. I think he got overpunished, to be honest. He got punished so much because of the Ray Rice stuff that was going on right at the same time.
What's your suspension for beating a woman?
All right. Well, look, I think that's first. This is a delicate conversation I don't want to get into because I don't want to say something wrong.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I asked you the question because you said he got over suspended.
Well, one is that it never went to a legal. He didn't ever have a legal fallout. Now,
seems like the NFL has their own like judge and jury.
Right.
These
No,
things,
I mean, and so he never got convicted of it. The other thing is that I don't know. Like, I mean, I know that like fights and when we put domestic violence, it escalates it to a different level because we get even more emotional. But even assault, sometimes two people are culpable.
Sounds like you're speaking from a lawyer term and not saying if a man actually did beat up a woman and we see it, you should get penalized pretty heavily for that.
I am saying no. I mean, I don't think anything of that is acceptable. So don't get me wrong on that. I'm just saying sometimes things are more complex than just one person having a meltdown, and that person on the other side also was out of control in their own way. And this all started over Nelly, my favorite part of the story.
Yeah. And I mean, if my wife left me for Nelly, I'd be upset, but I don't, I wouldn't do anything really. I'd say, can I get a little bit of that money?
How about this?
Have y'all seen the Steve McNair documentary?
No, I need to watch that.
Is it good?
Mini spoiler. They're interviewing this guy, and when they first introduce him, he says, I'll die for Steve McNair. He is my guy. If one of my people in my friend groups talks about Steve McNair, A, we're going to have a fight. B, he's out of my friend group. I would die for this man. I'm like, why do we have a Steve McNair stand in this documentary? Well, we find out a few minutes later, the girl that Steve McNair's boning is his girlfriend.
Oh, was the guy that
they
he was
just broke up with. How awkward would that be? If Cam Newton was with your woman, Tony, you'd have to pick a side.
Well, it's pretty clear.
But I just thought that was
He said he doesn't. Well, anyway, I do want to make one final point, though, so nobody gets me twisted on my words, is that we do as a society go through ebbs and flows of like what we're really worried about and concerned about.
Yeah.
So I mean, but like it's like this is the hot button issue.
Beer.
Think about concussions in the NFL. When that concussion stuff came out, it was so they were like, oh, we're doing all of this, and now we see them. They go in the tent, they're like cleared. They have if
a running back lowers his helmet to start the contact aggressively, that's a penalty. Has that ever been called?
No, it shouldn't be. But and the Greg Hardy stuff was all surrounding when we had that video, and video does make stuff worse, or not.
Oh
worse.
my God! Yeah.
But when we saw Ray Rice knock out that girl in the elevator, and then that happened afterwards, it was the hot topic at the time. So I bet you what I'm trying to say is that people in the NFL right now are probably involved in incidents very much like this, but not getting the same level of punishment that maybe like a Greg Hardy got.
Well, like Zay Jones, his case was dismissed by a judge, and he still gets suspended by the NFL.
See?
Which is kind of crazy.
And we've heard things from around, because we know people around town that know, and that a lot of, there are things more to the story. Some of this could be exaggerated and stuff. So.
All right, let's move on. We got picks tonight. I started it
with... You did. You asked me a tough question. I'm not going to walk away and just be considered a beater.
All right. Mike P says domestic violence punishment should be you have to play one game with no pads.
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. I think we go outside the box here.
No helmet.
When we return, we will make picks. I love making picks.
We didn't even talk Panthers.
We're going to make a pick.
Okay.
Did something happen this week?
No.
One of us is 1-0. The rest of us are 0-1.
We do have a couple guys out that we'll talk about. That is going
Tony, I'm going to give you the option to step away right now
and just
finish.
Retire, never come back on the show.
You can frame this that you are ahead of everybody.
I've been ahead a lot of times. Then you make these comebacks.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, and make some picks after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at QualityEquip.com.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea, a strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older, please drink responsibly.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates!
Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is now open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. Experience the ultimate movie magic with their Elite experience. The Elite Theater has the largest screen in Greenville, state-of-the-art 4K laser projection, immersive Dolby Atmos sound, and heated luxury recliners. And coming soon, Eastern North Carolina's only IMAX theater. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailers Show.
Attention Wings Over lovers. There's a new flavor that is sure to put you in a trance. Introducing the all-new Cajun Voodoo flavor. Try this blend of spices that collide in an explosion of flavor, combining cayenne, sugar, and a hint of magic today. Every bite leaves you craving more, as if entranced by some voodoo spell. And don't forget, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So try the new Cajun Voodoo today. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
Pirate Radio.
They'll never forget the eccentric pirate bonnet and his savage, insane, vengeful pirate horde. He's a pirate, a real proper pirate.
A proper pirate.
That man is a fearsome pirate if I've ever seen one.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely a pirate.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back, and UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, Football Friday. I'm going to poll the room. Y'all know Eric M's humor and the kind of jokes he brings. Do you want to hear an Eric M joke? Jarrett says yes, and he's the only vote that counts.
I like a good joke.
We're in. We were talking about if a player has a punishment for domestic violence in the NFL. Mike P says they should have to play one game with no pads. Eric says a baseball player who is found guilty of domestic violence should have to play an entire series with no cup. He says, I bet you that player would play balls out.
Womp womp.
Ooh, a cricket from Shirley, a womp womp. You see Sean Taylor there across the goal line. This was a weird play. Chris Sims hands it off. We got a fumble. One of our guys, I think Marcus Washington, gets it, gets up. It looked like he was touched. Then Sean Taylor's going to pick up his fumble.
Rumbling, stumbling.
And for the second week in a row, Sean Taylor scores a touchdown. Scored one week 17 against the Eagles, where he dove into the end zone, sending Washington to the playoffs. Another touchdown for Sean Taylor. Rest in peace.
Gotta be one of my favorite plays in football, the scoop and score.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just something good about it.
I failed to mention one thing about last night real quick before we move on, and what really helped me go to sleep. I went to Tiebreakers on the way home. I told you I was going to get some wings. I'm a portly gentleman. I'm a fat guy.
You don't say.
You don't really notice it, do you?
No, not at all.
So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get wings. I'm also going to get the chicken cheesesteak in a wrap and tater tots.
My God, dude.
So I went buffet style when I got home.
There are leftovers, folks. Don't worry.
I had half of my chicken cheesesteak. They really loaded me up on tots. Thank you, Tiebreakers. Sometimes, I don't say you go light on the tots. I got like an extra large order of tots. So I split the tots and did 3, which eventually went to 4 of the... No, I got 10 wings. 5. I did half the wings. So after eating all that, I was about ready to catch some Z's. So that led to me going to sleep early. And Tony's right. There are leftovers for more football tonight.
Perfect.
So
there's football tonight.
I am fired up. There is. Tony is 1-0 after picking the Chiefs.
Told you I was going to be.
Myself, John, and Jarrett went 0-1 after picking the Ravens. Let's get right to it, guys. Packers at Eagles. I love the Eagles tonight.
Same.
Love them. I think they are.
I'm not in love with Jordan Love yet.
The Packers are a good team, but I feel like they're making this almost a week 19 line from 2023. You know, if they did that, the Packers might be favored. But the Eagles, and Jarrett does not like the Eagles.
Okay.
I'll name a list of names that they have on their team.
Like Kiko Alonso?
And he just poo-poos them. Kiko Alonso was
We were talking about if they got better from last year. And
they got Saquon, baby.
Yeah, but like the pass defense is what killed them, and now they just got a bunch of young guys, and they brought back C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So I don't really think
is Bradbury still there?
He got hurt. He'll be out for like 6
They
weeks.
got DeJean.
Yeah, Cooper DeJean.
A hero.
But I like the Eagles tonight. They got the Packers staying 2.5 hours away from the stadium, so that's a long bus ride.
I'm telling y'all,
that's crazy.
Keep games in America. And not South America.
Well, it's probably like never mind, war zone there.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like leave your hotel or wear green or do
wear
anything.
green.
Yeah,
gang affiliated.
Gang.
Tony. All right, we're all on the Eagles, Chon.
I'm gonna go Eagles.
No, that makes me nervous because I've loaded up on the Eagles tonight. We are taking.
You're betting on them too?
Yeah.
Crap, man. Yeah. We should all take the Packers.
Well, it's like. Yeah, I am. Over for the season in the NFL. Steelers at Falcons.
I'm going to go Steelers. I really believe the Falcons can win this game, or we're going to win this game, but the Steelers have some crazy record against the Falcons.
Good or bad?
Good, I think. Like they are.
Let's look it up.
And I'm hearing this secondhand, so I hope that secondhand information too turns true.
All right, the football database says that the Steelers and Falcons have played, it appears, 18 times, Tony.
Okay.
Pittsburgh leads the series 15-2-1.
There we go.
Wow. I guess they last met 4 years ago. No, 2 years ago. Oh, you know what? Another thing I hate about this added week is that extra game. It used to be so easy to know who you were playing. All right, this year we're playing this NFC division, the worst team from these divisions, and then an entire AFC division. Well, now you get that extra game, so it makes things weird. Anyway, last meeting. Yeah, it's fine. Steelers beat the Falcons 19-16 in Atlanta. Tony, you just sold me, man. I'm taking the Steelers. I was on the fence, but I'm taking Pittsburgh.
And all of the kind of juice for the media is on the Falcons. You know, the Steelers are slept on. No one thinks. You know, they're going to get Tomlin, and the underdog role is going to get them boys cooking.
And Wilson will probably play, but like this week it came out that
hamstring.
He had some issues. I'd much rather see
calf
Justin
tightness.
Fields.
Arthur Smith revenge game?
Or is it a Falcons revenge game against Arthur Smith?
God bless.
I'll take the Steelers, Sean.
No one's getting revenge.
All right, Chandler's on the Falcons. Jarrett.
I'm going Atlanta.
Okay.
I hate both those quarterbacks.
Cardinals at Bills. Nadu likes the Cardinals against the spread, not necessarily winning this game.
What's the line?
He said 6.5. Yeah. I will take Buffalo at home.
So will I.
I hate week. You know, week one might be the hardest week to pick.
100%.
Because you just don't know.
100%, yeah. I'm going to go Bills. I do think the Cardinals could be a sleeper this year.
I don't know what to think. I think of all the NFL teams, they are my biggest blind spot going into this year. I don't know what to think about them.
Well, everybody quit on Kyler Murray. Like, you know, no one thinks he's cool anymore. You know, and then it's not Gannon. Who's the guy?
Jonathan Gannon.
It is Gannon that's their coach? And he'd had that, I want killers.
Well,
I made fun of, anytime I make fun of a pre-speech, those guys are good.
Sirianni, Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Anytime on this show we pick on a coach for being an idiot in his opening press conference.
So Dave Canales is not going to win any games because he's like Ted Lasso.
Jarrett?
I'm going Bills. Josh Allen is always September MVP.
All right. Titans and Bears, Chad said, I bet they all pick the Bears. Shut up, Chad.
I'm not.
Ooh. Well, I have a stat to consider. I saw this the other day.
To consider.
Quarterbacks drafted number 1 overall are 0-14-1 in their first start since 2002. You
remember when we all loaded up and Bryce going to be the best one?
No.
Well, we did as Panther fans last year. We're like, oh, it's going to... Did Stroud lose week 1 too?
Oh, yeah.
Also? Okay.
Who was the quarterback to win last? It was in 2002.
Was Stroud first overall?
Oh, 2000.
No.
Yeah, this is the first overall.
First overall.
Oh, first overall?
First overall quarterback. Starting week 1 is 0-14-1.
He's got a brother.
Carr?
Yeah.
That's right.
David Carr.
Tony, you're taking the Titans?
Yeah.
Chad, I don't know if you've noticed my 180 on Tennessee here the last 7 days. I've looked at their roster more. I talked about it yesterday. They've actually got some entertaining players.
They weren't terrible. They weren't a terrible team. They just rookie quarterback couldn't get it all together. Levis looked really good in the preseason.
He didn't even start the year last year. It was Ryan Tannehill. Then I think they went to Willis. and then they went to Levis. So it's just like they didn't know who their quarterback was
Malik
last
Willis
year.
stinks, right?
Oh, he's no longer with. Yeah, he's actually with the Packers now.
Yeah,
he'll be on the sidelines tonight.
Chad,
healthy scratch.
So I think the Titans are going to be one of my Sunday bets against the spread, but I'll take
favored in that game.
I'm going to take Caleb to win his debut. Bears 3.5, I think it is.
Yeah, Titans got this.
Jarrett,
I'm going Titans.
I think we'll talk to a happy Patrick Mason next Wednesday.
Bears.
Yep.
Pat said Bengals. I don't think we need to discuss
Bengals.
All right, we're all going Cincinnati there. Tony, my game of Sunday, Texans Colts.
This is.
If everybody's healthy and playing, and we got Richardson, we got Stroud, sign me up for this one.
I'm picking with my head with the Texans, but my heart says, it's going to be a little letdown start for the Texans.
I still like them, but I'm with you. I am not taking them to go to the Super Bowl,
right,
or maybe even win their division. I still think they'll be a pretty solid team, but
that's going to be a competitive division.
I like the Colts this year if Richardson stays healthy, and I'm taking them week 1 to win.
I like
What is the line on that game?
1.5 Texans.
I'm got a lot of money lines going this week. John,
give me Houston.
All right, Tony, you said the
Texans.
You okay? You are.
I'm going with my head, not my heart.
All right, Jarrett.
I'm going Texans. Anthony Richardson's only started 17 games since high school.
That is a crazy stat. I heard that today. 17 games since high school.
I thought he went way too high in fantasy. Sorry.
No, I just feel like you're arguing against yourself here.
How?
Because you always say it's always based on last year, and you like to.
Not based on last year. Is that we don't even have a sample set.
Right.
Number one.
Sometimes you gotta.
And he was going third round, fourth round.
Well, on that note, Tony, I picked Jonathan Taylor 3rd overall in my draft, where he was going 10, 12, 8 to 12.
I like it.
So I tried to go against the grain there. Another good game is the AFC South fun this year.
Yes.
Jaguars at the AFC East Dolphins.
Give me Miami.
I like Miami, but the Jags, I had them last year as my team to make a huge jump. Maybe I was a year early.
You were.
Or maybe
I think they're going to be good this year, but the Dolphins are great till November.
If Josh Allen's the September MVP, the Dolphins are the September Super Bowl champions.
I'd still say the Bills on that one because they always come out hot.
All right. Who you got?
I have the Jaguars. Robert Hunt is going to be a big miss for the Dolphins.
Because he's with the Carolina Panthers, baby.
That took a long time for me to put together, actually.
I still haven't put it together. So
lost a guard. They lost their big guard who came to Carolina.
So you think the protection up front is going to be...
Yeah, and Teron Armstead, I'm not even sure if he's in the lineup for the Dolphins.
Ooh.
I like the insight Jarrett's bringing.
I know. He prepared.
John, who you got?
I'm going Miami.
These kids,
these interns, man.
The Jaguars
they're so hungry.
Does the Jaguars have anybody in the receiving room that stands out to you?
To me, Brian Thomas Jr., but I haven't seen
Christian Kirk,
but
I picked him in fantasy. I think he's going to get a lot of action now.
Do they still have Mercedes Lewis?
No, he is with the Packers.
They got Evan Ingram.
Oh yeah. So I'm good on that. I'll take the Dolphins. You're taking who?
Miami.
The Dolphins.
Yeah.
What time is that game? Is it 1 o'clock?
All right, I wanted to talk about that, Tony. I wanted to look at the spread. You know how we like to look at the 1 to 4 distribution?
Yeah.
1 o'clock, count them up. Steelers, Falcons, Cardinals, Bills, Titans, Bears, Pats, Bengals, Texans, Colts, Jags, Dolphins, Panthers, Saints, Vikings, Giants.
8.
4 o'clockers, we got Broncos, Seahawks, Cowboys, Browns, Commanders, Bucks, Raiders, Did I say Raiders, Chargers?
No.
Raiders, Chargers. So 4.
It's better.
I think
that's
4
better.
is the perfect number.
That's better.
And really the minimum.
Well, they said they're not going to have less than 3 this year because of red zone.
Thank you. We've talked about that a lot in the past.
Yeah.
Which I think
just makes the day more fun.
Yeah. All right. We are at Panthers Saints. Let's do this one and then we'll take a break. Jeff Nadeau gave some Carolina folks a little joy when he ended the segment yesterday and said, Panthers money line. He said the Saints are going to stink this year.
He's probably right.
I'm going Panthers.
I'm going Saints.
I'm going Panthers.
It took Tony a long time to get him to pick against the Panthers here on this show. And now you do it now it takes a lot to get you to take the Panthers to win.
Look, I've said this like in 3 of these games that I say, I could really see this happening, but I'm not going to pick it.
You got a lot of heart versus head matchups, it sounds like.
I do, and I really think the Panthers could do well, but I also am just looking at the paper. Like on paper, it's like, our offense is better. But we haven't seen the defense play with the starting lineup. We're going with DJ Johnson, who's a second-year player who didn't play at all last year. They have their defense is actually going to be maybe better than it was last year. They got what's his name, Chase Young, who I don't even know if he's like considered a staple to them. Yeah. They've got Willie Gay. Does that sound right? They've got some players on that defense. The question for us is, can we take advantage of their problems on offensive line? And it's week 1. I feel like if I just came and picked the Panthers here, it's just like, everything's going to be great. But -4 for the Saints? I mean, I see the Panthers. I could see it happening, but I'm not picking it today.
All right.
Also reverse psychology, hoping the Panthers will win.
I'm going with the Panthers. Saints are going to be one of the worst teams in the league, and I wouldn't be surprised if Spencer Rattler starts at some point this season.
Interesting point about that is Dennis Allen and Derek, whatever Carr it is, have been tied at the hip for like their entire careers. And Dennis Allen is going to die on the Carr hill. But pull up the Saints.
I can't believe he's still their coach after their team basically revolted against him last year and scored a touchdown.
Well, Mickey Loomis, the GM, said that Chuck Noll didn't hit till his 3rd or 4th head coaching year. So Dennis Allen might be the next Chuck Noll.
I don't mind using other examples, but man, to go back 50 years, that's
to say Chuck Noll is absolutely insane. Dennis Allen.
I don't think the Saints have ever fired a coach before year 3. And
so they're trying to be the mini Steelers, I guess. The NFC Steelers, like we have loyalty.
Pull up the Saints' schedule real quick and look at their first 10 games or whatever. They could legitimately, if they win this, they could go 1-6 or 0-6. Now, if that happens, Dennis Allen could get fired. Whoever takes over, Spencer Rattler comes in, brings in excitement. You get to see what you get. You still get a high draft
Maybe
pick.
That's why they brought him back, so they can fire him after this run and put in the new quarterback. And
read it off real quick.
So Panthers week 1, week 2 at Dallas, week 3 Philly, week 4 at Atlanta, week 5 at Chiefs.
Yeah.
And then they get the Bucs at home. So they're going to be...
Yeah, they're 1-6.
Yeah. With a bad division record at that. We need to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get our last 1 o'clock game, and it is a dud. Vikings at Giants. Tony, there are no good dad games week 1 because we missed football.
Right.
But your team's involved in a bit of a good dad game. Panthers, Saints, Vikings, Giants, certainly in the good dad category. Broncos, Seahawks.
That's
not
a good
very
dad
attractive to me at all. We'll take a break, come back, have more picks for you after this.
Slow ruins everything, so why not pay less for fast? U.S. Cellular's home internet gives you the speed you need for just $39.99 per month when bundled with a wireless plan with a 3-year price lock guarantee. Get fast 5G home internet made simple. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It is tailgating season, and there's no better way to tailgate than pulling up in a Ram 1500 or 2500. And we have a huge selection of Ram trucks here. You can save up to $10,000 off Ram 1500s and 2500s. We also have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, budget-friendly, from $599 and up. And remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Rhonda from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Fall weather is coming and we're ready for some Pirate football. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Emily McCarthy, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
It's hot outside, but you won't break a sweat using ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate for your next home sale or purchase. Our experienced agents help you stay cool while navigating the home buying or selling process. Uncover your next treasure today by visiting encpiraterealty.com. And remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates!
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Made in America Labor Day sale. Quality, value, that's what Made in America stands for. Now at Bostic Sugg, get a double sales tax discount on beautiful Made in the USA furniture. Save up to 70% off Lazy Boy special purchases or enjoy up to 60 months special financing. Get your best sleep every night and save on a great selection of Made in the USA Serta and Helix mattresses during the Made in America Labor Day sale. On now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
NFL Week 1 is here, and a new season means new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple, like a player to score a touchdown. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at NFL.com/term.
From the belt, here's the delivery.
Pirate Radio, the station that always delivers.
Fine, and lapping it up faster than we can deliver.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, I knew this would happen. Now we got to go speed round for, well, we don't have too many games left. And there's no reason to talk about this next game. By the way, I'm picking the Saints to beat the Panthers. Forgot to make a pick last segment. Vikings at Giants. We start with Jarrett.
Vikings.
Chon.
Give me Sam Darnold and the Vikings.
I, too, am taking the Vikings. Tony.
Jerks. I'm taking the Vikings as well.
Yeah, I'll just be wrong picking against the Giants if they win.
Yeah, you don't feel bad.
Yeah. I just, since we're all here, I'm not losing a game.
That's like the old picking against Alabama. Like, you can't, like, bet against them in the spread every week during their run. But when you don't, and if they win by 50, you feel stupid.
What was the team that last year or the last couple of years we were like, we are not going to pick them no matter what?
Browns?
We did it for the Browns for a while.
Well, I always miss Titans games. And there might be one other team, but definitely Titans.
Titans was one for you.
I'm always on the wrong side, whichever way I pick with the Titans.
Did you pick the Bears?
This week, I'm picking the Bears.
Nice.
Raiders at Chargers. We'll go first, and then we'll let Jarrett do his Raider fan breakdown for us.
I got the Chargers.
So
I'm pulling for Minshew like crazy, though. Even though you don't like him, you don't respect him.
You said Chargers?
Mm-hmm. I'm taking. So I got to put my money where my mouth is here, or my mouth where my money is, even though I didn't bet on it. Because I don't do any over-unders.
So that's like a terrible analogy.
Forget everything I just said.
Everything that came out of his money mouth.
My number one over for the year in totals was the Raiders over their win total. And I kind of need them to split with the Chiefs and basically sweep the rest of their division games. So I need them to win this game. So I'm taking the Raiders. I like Antonio Pierce. And not much else about that team, but give me the Raiders on the road. But Jarrett, are they really on the road?
Not at all.
No, it's going to be a stadium full of black.
We get two extra home
games. The Chargers don't have
fans.
fans.
Right, true.
It's going to be the black hole.
We play the Rams in LA too, so 2 extra home games. Pretty nice.
I want me some black hole.
Oh, don't do
All
that.
right, we got that saved too. All right, Jarrett.
All right, yeah, I'm obviously going the Raiders. Colton Miller's going to be in, so at least some protection on that side. And Gardner Minshew, this is the most comfortable I felt with a quarterback because he can handle pressure and make the throws on time still. So I'll go with that. And Zamir White, think he'll have a big day. Devontae Adams will murder Asante Samuel Jr. It'll be good.
Let me do this with you gentlemen real quick.
What's the line on this one?
The Raiders, it's Raiders +3.
Okay.
Jordan,
essentially.
If they don't have home field advantage, so then that rule doesn't work.
Jordan Addison or Brock Bowers?
Don't take my advice. I'll be biased.
For Minnesota?
Yeah.
Darnold.
I'd go Addison just because it's Brock Bowers' first game. I don't know if he'll get a lot of touches.
All right.
Addison.
All right.
What's Minshew's history with tight ends? Is he a tight end thriller?
I don't know, but Brock Bowers, I don't think will line up too much at tight end. I think they'll use him slot, some running, and then down low, put him at tight end.
All right, we go to Broncos at Seahawks. Bo Nix in Seattle. Tough place to make your first start.
Yeah.
Although the 12th man might be a little overrated. We tend to overhype it some. But I will take Seattle. This Bronco stuff, maybe it's just because I was at draft at Matt Hager's house, and like he talked about Bo Nix for 4 hours, and I just a complete overkill. Give me the Seahawks.
Same.
Give me the Seahawks.
I'm also taking Seattle. I'm not buying into this Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh propaganda.
All right. Good game, Cowboys at Browns.
Tom Brady on the call.
Who the heck is the quarterback for the Browns?
Deshaun Watson.
Really? Oh, man, I'm taking the Cowboys then.
Give me...
He's trash,
give me the Browns.
What happened to him? Wasn't too many massages. He got too comfortable.
And on top of that, he got a giant raise and it stunk.
You said give me the Browns, Sean?
Yes.
All right.
Cleveland rocks.
Jarrett.
I'll go Browns. Their defense is spectacular at home, and there's a lot of newness on Dallas's offensive line.
Newness.
Give me a Sunday night angry Jerry Jones post-game media scrum. I'll take the Browns.
Okay.
We got to figure it out.
I'm on an island?
We got it. You're on Jerry's Island. Commanders at Bucks. I did it. Said it earlier in the week. 2012. Take a trip down memory lane with me. Washington picked second overall. We draft a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. We also have a new running back on the roster. We go to the defending NFC South champions. We are underdogs. Redskins pound the Saints that day. Flash forward 2024. We pick second overall. We draft a Heisman Trophy quarterback. We got a new running back. We go to the defending NFC South champions as an underdog. Commanders win. And Austin Eckler scores a touchdown. Commanders beat the Bucks on Sunday.
I'm also going the Commanders.
Bucks.
I'm going Washington because of what Clip said.
Yeah, it was very entertaining, but
Tony, you gotta love it. It has nothing to do with like who's playing now.
Oh, I love stuff like that. Don't worry. I mean, I was ready to go all in, and then I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go Baker Mayfield versus that defense.
Rams at Lions Sunday night. Great game. Tony, do you just go with one of the quarterback's significant others?
Either or.
No.
Not
Goff's rises above the rest.
True. That is true. That's elite status. I'm picking the Rams on the road.
Ooh.
Revenge.
Ooh. All right.
Give me the knee-biting Lions.
So, in the same sense with the Texans, I'm not ready to crown the Lions yet either. I think they're a fine team. I think they're a good team, but I'm not ready to like go all in with them.
I think they're a 8 to 12 win team. You know what I mean? I think that if they had 9 wins, I could see that being a reality, and I wouldn't be like, oh, that's a terrible season. But I could see them being very good as well.
This feels like last night to me. What's the line, Jared?
For Rams Lions?
Yeah.
3.5 lines.
Feels a lot like last night to me. And I went with the Ravens and was burned by them. So I'm going to take the Lions in a tight one.
Little different, though. Last night, you had last year the Chiefs lost their home opener to the Lions, right?
Yeah.
I think that didn't the Lions knock out the Rams of the playoffs last year in a very tough game? It wasn't like the Rams rolled over. And a lot of people, no one really says the Rams are going to be anything. And Stafford's not that old.
And he's old.
35?
He's old.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers is out there for. I might pick the Jets, actually.
I'm going with the Lions. They're my Super Bowl pick, and they got a lot better on defense. The Rams lost Aaron Donald.
So for all of my, hey, here's what happened 2012, it's going to happen this year, Jared mixes in actual things you should know about. So thank you.
Like Aaron Donald.
Like new players and things like that.
But it was not as convincing as yours.
C3, thank you, Tony. C3 Panther Pickles says, without the Lions OC, they would suck.
That's a lie.
Who's their OC?
The guy that didn't get the job.
Ben Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Without Brad Holmes, they'd stink.
Without Scotty Montgomery, they'd stink.
All right.
All right, we go to Jets and Niners.
Man.
And what about man? There's no man. There's Niners, man. They're going to kill the Jets.
I have picked, so the Buck is doing like the pick 'em, and I'm going Jets. I picked the 49ers with the Bucks pick 'em.
Me too.
I'm going Jets.
Me too.
So you're going with a little hedge action.
Yeah.
I'm going
Jets too. This is my one. Look, I'm up 1-0 against you guys. This is my throwaway game right here. Aaron Rodgers,
We're gonna get
mad
crazy.
that he was not drafted by the 49ers. He plays great angry.
This might be my game of the week. Niners by 17.
No way.
I'm going Jets. I think the Niners take a big step back this year.
You're on an island by yourselves. You're probably going to win this thing.
I'm going to say, yeah, this is a blowout, guys. This is not even worth watching. Don't even stay up late.
You're crazy. We don't know anything about the Jets, really.
I know something about the Niners.
I know how it's spelled. Jets. Jets.
Say it with your chest, buddy.
Tony, big weekend for you. You are heading to Norfolk.
I am.
Go watch some Pirate football.
I'll see you tomorrow.
And we're going to be great seats. Going to be kind of, I'm excited about it. Guys weekend out, and then.
Guys night out.
I know. And then heading back, first thing in the morning, trying to zoom back to get the game, and then post-game show for the podcast. You guys got to check it out.
Have a great football weekend, Tony. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next Friday. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Talk to Morgan Ahlers. Talk some Pirate football when we return. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live Football Friday after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown and Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown and Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
North Carolina State Parks has activated the North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan. With over 40 parks to visit in the state, we want to hear from you. Selected residents may receive a North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan survey through the United States Postal Service. Please take the time to complete the survey to help outdoor recreation from the mountains to the sea. For more information, visit ncparks.gov/outdoors.
Carolina Eagle is proud to partner with Anheuser-Busch and the National Volunteer Fire Council to bring 4,704 cans of emergency drinking water to the local volunteer firefighters who help keep our communities safe. This summer, Carolina Eagle wants to give a huge thank you to the Fountain Rural Fire Association for all that they do. At Carolina Eagle, they are proud to work with Anheuser-Busch and the National Volunteer Fire Council to give back to the place we call home. Carolina Eagle Distributing, proudly serving Eastern North Carolina since 1989.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Save Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork, in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street, and on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you. Hour 3. Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock, Chan Man, Shirley Rhodes, Jared Watkins, and we welcome on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line the host of the High School Huddle, coming your way at 6 o'clock. He is Morgan Ahlers joining us. What's up, Morg?
What's going on? It's Football Friday. You got to love it.
I'm excited, man. And tonight, whatever you're into, you got it. You got high school football with the Friday night lights. You got a few college football games. Maybe BYU, SMU will be good. I mean, you can find something decent tonight. Jamie said his Indiana Hoosiers are in action. And, of course, the NFL is king. You got Packers, Eagles, if you want that. So whatever your viewing pleasure is, enjoy it. I will be consuming a little bit of everything. I love following the high school scores on Twitter with all of our great local reporters. And you talk to some of them folks on the High School Huddle, Morgan, each and every Friday.
We do, and I've got a good show coming up at 6 o'clock tonight. Of course, our Pirate Radio Game of the Week is Conley and Hunt, and then we've also got a big matchup here in Pitt County with North Pitt and South Central. They're going to be doing battle tonight. Both of those teams undefeated. Chris Cherry trying to turn things around at South Central, and C.J. Wilson for North Pitt had an off week last week. So they'll be ready to go, and good matchups there. Rose is at home tonight for the first time taking on Northern Nash. So it's a fun night of high school football, and Aiden Griffin's going down to Kinston. So Paul Cornwell, first road test of the year, trying to get his first win.
Morgan Ahlers, High School Huddle, 6 o'clock tonight. Holden Ahlers, U.S. Sailor fifth quarter show, around 9:15-ish, coming up on Saturday night. Morgan, it was awesome having Holden and Caden Norman here providing the X's and O's, answering the callers' questions. They seem to really enjoy it. I've told them both publicly and privately that they did an awesome job, and I think we're going to have a really fun year on the fifth quarter. And as long as the Pirates win, it'll be even more fun.
Yeah, it's always fun when they win. Hopefully they don't lose, and hopefully they don't have to experience that, because you know firsthand that when things don't go well, the nastiness comes out, and hopefully they won't have to hear that this year. But, they got a tough one tomorrow. I think East Carolina does up at Old Dominion. Old Dominion really playing a good game last week against South Carolina. Should have won that football game. You hold on to the football. South Carolina doesn't score two of those touchdowns, and it's a totally different game we're talking about tomorrow night.
What was your first impression, Morgan, of this high-octane East Carolina offense last week?
I enjoyed watching it. I mean, it was a big adjustment for me, doing the PA, because of the speed, and you don't get to call all the details that normally we would do. But I enjoyed watching it. I think there's a lot of potential. I think what you're seeing right now will be a much more polished version 4 or 5 games into the year. And that's when it's really going to be clicking, in my opinion. We did talk last week about receivers and who I thought was going to stand out. And the tight ends, we talked about that, and they really did in this offense.
Yeah.
It's good to see. That
was my biggest thing with the offense, Morgan. Last year, we really struggled at the wide receiver position, and I'm starting to think maybe that was maybe offense as a whole and quarterback more so than the individual receivers themselves, because last week, we saw some newcomers, Anthony Smith, Winston Wright. They look good. But Jari Patterson, who was here last year, the tight ends with Tyler Savage making one big catch and run. Desirio Riles was amazing last week. Brock Spalding made some plays. So I love the ball distribution, and basically Jake Garcia is going to trust you. If you're open, you're going to get the football. We saw that last week, and hopefully we get to see Chase O'Ell added to the mix.
Yeah, hopefully he's getting back. I know he practiced a little bit this week. I don't think the Pirates are rushing him back. They want to get him back there healthy, and maybe we see him in the game this week. It'd be really good to see. That's just another arrow in the quiver that this offense has. And, if you're a defensive coordinator, you're looking at the Pirates and going, well, they've got a lot of weapons. And then the running back room, I thought the running back room looked great. Raji did well. Marlon Gang got in there a little bit.
Had to see a lot of London Montgomery last week.
Yeah, it was London, not Landon. I screwed that up a couple, 2 or 3 times. And, it's one of those things where it's going so quick, and I glanced down at the roster, and I remember doing it, and then our friend Brian Bailey sends me a message. Is it London or Landon? Oops, my bad.
Week 1 for Morgan as well, but those kinks get worked out.
Once you get it, and hopefully you've got it right, and I didn't, but it happened 3 times, I think. So we got it scored away after that.
Good to go. Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports live line. It'll be the Pirates and the Monarchs, and Turnovers, Morgan. We saw a lot on our end last week, and as you said, the Monarchs had too many down in Columbia, or they would have pulled off an upset. So what defense can force them and what offense can prevent them will be huge coming up Saturday.
It will be, and it's going to be an interesting matchup because Old Dominion's offense is kind of similar to what East Carolina's trying to run. So their defense is used to seeing that up-tempo offense, so it's not going to be foreign to them, whereas East Carolina's defense is used to seeing the up-tempo. So who can stop who? I still think the Pirates are the better football team, and I think they should go to Norfolk tomorrow and take care of business.
Bob has a take on Facebook, says both offenses are even. ECU's defense will be the difference. I don't hate that take, and I think that's why I'm going to pick the Pirates to win on Saturday, because this defense travels, all the cliches, all that. ECU's defense, Morgan, gives you a reason to pick the Pirates every week. You know that they'll at least stay in the game. Hell, we did it last year when we didn't have an offense at all. So I like this Pirate defense no matter who the matchup is.
I agree with that, and I think that's a really good point by Bob. And thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Bob's right.
But hey, look, simple as that. Bob's right. And if you get this prediction, if you are right, and the difference is the defense tomorrow, we need you to come in every Friday and tell us who's going to win. Well, we'll back you each and every week. Morgan Ahlers joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Morgan, getting ready to get into some NFL. Excited about that. What a game last night as the Chiefs win by a toe. And
literally
by a toe. I know you like to make fun of my team. They play the Bucks on Sunday. We all like making fun of the Cowboys. They play the Browns coming up on Sunday. Then the Panthers trying to figure something out. It was ugly last year. Can they look any different this Sunday against the Saints? Anything in particular you're looking forward to for NFL Sunday?
Well, my first question is, why is the NFL playing in Brazil?
That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Keep it in North America, especially don't go to somewhere where you can't wear green and where players are asked not to leave their hotels and there's danger around.
Tweet. X has been banned.
Yeah.
So if it's called X, is it still a tweet?
I still say it is.
I say it is too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jared, was it you that said? I don't think it was. It was somebody else in that chair that said, "Can we really trust the NFL to have a good playing surface and stuff like that down in Brazil?" I don't know. I don't know why we move all these games. Keep them here.
I think the field and the stadium, from what I saw the other day, Brazil is obviously a big soccer country, cross-country football. But their stadium they're playing in is the national stadium for soccer. So the field's probably going to be pretty good, I would think. But I just don't understand. I understand going to London once or twice a year. Okay, maybe Germany, whatever. But you're taking away a home game from one of these two teams.
Yeah.
And I just don't agree with that. I mean, season ticket holders pay too much money. They're not going down to Brazil to watch that game. They're watching it on TV like everybody else.
Yeah.
So it's one of those deals that I think the league's trying to make money, and the fan that's loyal to the team in this case, with both Philly and Green Bay, they're losing a home game and home game revenue and home game experience, and I just don't understand why they're playing in Brazil.
I get why the NBA does it. I mean, after the Dream Team and the Olympics and this just the influx of foreign players to the league, but basketball is popular in the world now. American football, sure, there's leagues everywhere, but how popular is that? People like soccer and other sports.
I think it'll be sold out, and I think there'll be a great crowd. But how many of them really know the game?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't. Again, I don't know.
Do it in the preseason or something. Don't do it for regular season.
Exactly. If you're going to do that, do it in the preseason.
Morgan, do the Panthers win more than 2 games this year?
Yes.
More than 4?
There's an
yes. Oh, Chandler says yes.
I mean, I think the new coach is going to put a different life into that team. I just don't know if they've got the talent level.
Holden's a big fan of Canales for what he did previous to when Holden was there with Gino. I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a really good coach. Honestly, I think they blew it last year and that's just my opinion. and I might be proven wrong, but I think Bryce Young was not the right pick. I think a lot of people have said that. You know, you can't teach height, you can't teach size, and I think in the NFL you need a bigger quarterback. You need a 6'2", 6'3" quarterback. You know, the linemen now are 6'5" and bigger. When they're standing up, you know, you've got there were times last year that I think, you know, Bryce just did not have the ability to see over the line and make the right decisions at the NFL level. Now, whether he does this year or not, I don't know. I hope so. It'd be great for Carolina, but you got to show me. I'm from Missouri this morning. You got to show me.
The show me state. You really hope it works out if you're a Panthers fan, because not only did you maybe draft a bust, but to give up what you gave up, and you see what Caleb Williams might do this year, and everything the Bear, you know, it's that makes it even worse. So, John, you got hope.
I do.
Good luck. Hey, look, they could get to 1-0 in the division by Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
that'd be huge.
Well, it would be huge. I mean, we had a chance to do it last year and weren't able to do it, and kind of went down the wrong path. But we have a chance to do that this year, and we'll see come up Sunday at 1:00.
And I'm a Carolina Panther fan. I like the Panthers. I've followed them, you know, since they've been here, and I pull for them, and I want them to do well, because when they do well, it's just something else we can talk about in the world of sports.
All right, let's get to question time with Morgan Ahlers. John, we'll start with you today. What is your question for Morgan?
Morgan, you have become a great PA announcer, a great radio host, a great DJ. Growing up, what did Morgan Ahlers want to be?
That's a great question.
Growing up, what did I want to be?
Yep.
Rich.
I think everybody wants to.
Did you have a plan on how to?
Nah, didn't really have a plan, but I wanted to be rich. No,
Okay.
Actually, it's funny because with radio, I mean, when I was when I was DJing down one of the bars in Bouncing, I met one of the guys from a local radio station. Z103 was the name of the station. He was the program director, and he invited me in, and I kind of, you know, learned radio that way. And, you know, back in the day when you edited stuff on tape and you didn't have the computer to do anything, it was all records. And, you know, I heard you talk about WZMB when I was in school. I was there too. And, you know, it's all records and that kind of thing. And I really enjoyed the music part of it. I liked radio. I have a face for radio, so that's good.
When did you realize that you enjoy what you're doing, or like?
This is one question with Morgan. What are you doing, hogging the questions?
Sorry, don't answer that, Morgan. I ran out of my allotment.
When did I decide? I mean, probably, you know, when I was in college. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I did. Especially when I came into East Carolina, I couldn't play basketball because my knees were bad, and got into radio with the local station here after ZMB, and stayed around and got out of it for a while, but I never left, even though I was in sales and marketing for a long time with different companies. I never left radio. I still did it part-time. And, you know, DJ now and do my thing. And I'm fortunate enough to work with Pirate Radio, so life's good.
Awesome.
Life is good. Jarrett.
Yeah, other than ECU, what's something you saw week 1 of college football that has you excited?
Good question.
USC has a defense.
Oh, you're going with that take. You're running with that take.
I like that take. Yeah, I watched that the other night, and I thought they played really well. And I've never understood when you have these teams that run the air raid type offense. Even when Mike Leach was at Texas Tech and down there, you know, a lot of these schools, they just don't think they can have a defense and still have that kind of offense. And I don't agree with that. I just look what East Carolina has the potential to be this year. The defense has a chance to be really good, and you're running an up-tempo offense. And I think Lincoln Riley has gotten a guy that has maybe a lot to prove. He's young, he's aggressive. And the other night against LSU, I was very impressed with what they were trying to do.
Wait. Oh, USC.
Yeah. Southern Cal.
I thought, well, it's the same conversation. I thought you said UNC, because that was my question for Brian North, because they played well against Minnesota, but do you believe UNC has a defense? USC. Okay. Now I get it.
USC. I'm sorry, Lincoln Riley, USC.
Yeah, I got it. All right. Shirley.
Morgan, you do a lot of karaoke from, you know, various places. If you were to do a karaoke song, what would be your karaoke song?
My go-to song?
Yes.
Just depends on the night. Probably, I could do a Mean Brick House.
A mean, not just a regular, a mean.
Not a nice brick house, a mean brick house.
A mean brick house.
All right.
Also like to do stroking, and I can do some slow songs like Eric Clapton's Wonderful Tonight. Those are about the 3 songs I can fake the best.
All right, depends on the mood. Morgan, my question's music related. You are always around a microphone. You are a DJ. You're always around music. Have you yourself ever, and Shirley just said you do karaoke. I've heard you sing. You're a good singer. You say you aren't. I think you are. Have you ever been in a band? Have you ever publicly played music with other people?
I have been in a band. It was the Carter County Schools middle school band. Played trombone for about 2 years. Hated it.
You were the only kid big enough to carry the trombone, so they put you there.
Yeah. No, from a band standpoint, no. I mean, I can't read music. I wish I could play the guitar. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be something on my bucket list for the next few years to pick up a guitar and learn how to play it. But no, I never have. And the only keys that I know start my truck. So
there you go. I got a guitar from a pawn shop. God, I guess it's been 25 years ago now, and that thing has it's good at collecting dust, and that's about it. I'd love to learn to play it one day, but that day has not come. Morgan, thank you for joining us, buddy.
Thanks a lot. You guys have a great weekend.
High School Huddle coming up at 6 o'clock right here on Pirate Radio. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, ECU Hall of Famer touchdown. Tony Collins will join us. We'll get his thoughts on ECU and NFL Week 1. Back with you after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Aayers Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going planking!
21 and older, please drink responsibly.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Opportunities await for all students in Pitt County schools. We open doors by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the 2024-25 school year, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and solutions saluting those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and one community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43 just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Like a cold beer on a hot summer day. Nice. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callinublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. And, of course, they are open 7 days a week. They have something to do every day of the week in live music on Friday and Saturday nights. Coming up on Friday, it is the Maddie Reen Band, which is tonight. And then Saturday, it'll be the Judd Thomas Band performing. And, ladies, you get in free all weekend long. And they have all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day at the Buck. The Buck has the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a single game. And they have a weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Jarrett. Flex. Romeo Dobbs tonight. Or, I'm sorry, I love this guy. Man crush. This happened before I knew you. I think Joshua Palmer is one of the most underrated receivers in football. I love Josh Palmer. And maybe he gets his chance this year.
I don't hate Josh Palmer. He's probably going to be the number one. I think it's going to be a while before Ladd McConkey comes along. So, it's not a bad pick.
Dobbs or Palmer?
I'll go Palmer.
Okay. Thank you. I wanted to put him in, and now I'm going to do so. All right. Let's head out to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line and talk to ECU Hall of Famer, Mr. Guarantee Touchdown, Tony Collins, joining us live from Louisiana. Tony, how you doing, man?
Doing fantastic. How you doing, Clip?
Good. The Pirates are 1-0. NFL weekend is here, so life is good. We're excited around these parts. Tony, you guaranteed a Pirate victory last week and got it pretty easy, 42-3. Before we look ahead, what'd you think of the new Pirate offense?
I mean, we played against a team that I don't know how good they are, but as far as what the offense looked like, I was impressed. I was really impressed. Impressed with the running backs and impressed with the receivers, also the tight end. But I think our defense is what really we always have a good defense, but defense played very well. So I'm very happy. We did what we were supposed to do. Beat them like they stole something from my mama, and so it was a good day.
Well, hopefully Old Dominion stole something from our mama, and we do the same thing this week. Tony, you're right, man. The defense is why I could say with a straight face that I can predict ECU to win every game this year, because defense travels. It'll keep you in games. Do we have the offense? And, man, this line has been crazy this week. It opened up. Norfolk's Old Dominion's a favorite. A day later, ECU jumps as a favorite. Now it looks like the line has shifted back, so it has been back and forth all week. Should be a tight game. Should be a close game. How you feel about ECU and Old Dominion?
They played South Carolina last week. Is that?
Yeah, had them on the ropes. Had some bad turnovers, or that game they could be 1-0 right now.
Yeah, I mean and that's South Carolina. I mean, so that's SEC. So they played them very well. So we got our hands full. I think if we play the game that we should play and don't commit any turnovers, I think we can win this game. It's a game that we can win, and those are the games that you're supposed to go out and win. And really looking forward to seeing how they're going to play against, I think, a much better opponent than they played against last week.
No doubt. We'll be with you 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate on Saturday, getting you ready for a 6 o'clock kickoff. Tony, what a way to start the NFL season last night. The Chiefs win by a toe as Isaiah Likely is out of bounds when he catches that pass as time expires in Arrowhead. How about that one to get the season underway?
Oh, man, it was fantastic. I tell you, this is the greatest part of the year right now. Watching football and having that game last night. I'm gonna tell you, man, Lamar Jackson. He's a MVP player, but he sure missed that Flowers in the end zone a couple of plays before. He was wide open, but I'm not gonna be no quarterback sitting on the couch. So. But I tell you what, I'm looking forward to this season and playing and watching these games, because it's going to be another exciting year. But you know what I'm really looking forward to is the college playoffs. I can't wait for that.
All right, I'm with you. Look, now that it's expanded, ECU's got a chance.
We got a chance to make it, man. We got a chance to make it.
All we got to do is win ball games. That's it.
That's it.
And we're in.
Baby.
Tony, I got here's a question for you. So I look around the Pirate Radio studios. We're going to exclude Shirley because she's a Dolphins fan, and they actually have a competent team. So the Dolphins are out of this discussion. My Commanders play the Bucks. Chandler's Panthers play the Saints. Intern Jarrett's Raiders play the Chargers. Which one of those teams has the best chance to win? All underdogs on Sunday. You got Raiders against the Chargers, Commanders against the Bucks, Panthers against the Saints, and then we'll talk about your lowly Patriots too. But which one of them can win?
I got to go with the Chargers. I don't know.
Well, he's a Raiders fan, so you're taking the Chargers to win?
I can't see the Raiders beating the. I mean, I picked the Chargers to win on my game that I play. So on my bet. So
can the Commanders? Can Jaden Daniels win Week 1 against the Bucks?
I like the Bucks. I like the Bucks a lot, but you know what? I also like Jaden Daniels, but he's a rookie, man, and just being a rookie and being put in that fast action, you just got to see how he plays. And you never know. He could come out and do well, but I never trust rookie quarterbacks.
Okay, I guess it sounds like none of our teams are going to win this week then.
Yeah, the rookie quarterbacks, man. I mean, it'll be great for them to win. I really want him to do well, but the odds are against them. Tampa Bay has a good defense, man, and they're playing at home too, right? They're playing in Tampa, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in Tampa. Yeah.
They're playing at home. I think Tampa Bay has a good offense. They're going to put up some points, and that's what the Commanders are going to have to do. They're going to have to put up points because Tampa Bay is going to put some points up, and you just never know about these rookie quarterbacks. We got so many of them starting this week, so we just long way to see.
And then another LSU quarterback that folks down your way love, Joe Burrow, taking on your Patriots this week. And, Tony, can the Patriots score a point in this game is my question.
They may score. They may score, but they're not going to score a lot. So, I see us. The line is, I don't know what the line is, like 6. I guess they're trying to be really nice on that line or whatever. But I think Cincinnati is going to destroy them.
I didn't know how long Robert Kraft's deal with the devil lasted, but I think it's finally over, so I'm glad. Y'all had enough success, man.
I don't understand what they're doing, man. They getting all these rookie quarterbacks every year. They don't get any linemen to protect them. They don't get any receivers to throw to. So I don't know. I'm done with the Patriots. I still love them, but I just hate to watch them.
All right. Boy, things have changed since in the last decade or so, talking to Tony Collins. He would never pick against this Pats. I admit I did not get up with you and get in your Survivor League, so that's on me. But who's your Survivor pick this week?
Cincinnati.
You just going to go against the Patriots every week? That might be a winning proposition.
I wish I could.
Tony, how about let's talk the primetime games. We got one tonight on Peacock. It'll be the Eagles and the Packers. These two teams went opposite directions the second half of last year. Eagles are a slight favorite. What do you think about tonight's matchup?
I like tonight's matchup. You know, they're playing in Brazil, which I don't really like.
Yeah, me too.
Overseas playing football, whatever. Philly, you know, they kind of went downhill at the end of the season last year. I think they're going to come back with vengeance. I can't see why they won't. I don't know. They lost some players on their defense, but you know they got Barkley this year. And I mean, I think that's going to be the difference in their offense. Having that type of running back with Hurts, man, they have some weapons on that offense. They're going to put up a lot of points. I just don't know how well their defense is because they lost a lot of players through free agencies on that defense. But it should be a good game. You know, you look at Green Bay and you think, you know, their young quarterback they have there too. It's the thing that they have receivers around that kid where and a good offensive line, and he had a great season last year, and I think he'll have another good season this year. But I think Philly will pull it off tonight.
I love the Eagles tonight. I think that they are being a little bit undersold because of how they ended last year. So I will definitely take Philly tonight. Matthew Stafford Bowl coming up Sunday night, Rams and Lions. Tony, you look at the Lions. 2 years ago, they missed the playoffs by one game, by a tiebreaker, I think. Last year, they go to the NFC Championship. The natural progression says they might be in the Super Bowl this year. Do you think the Lions keep climbing? What do you think about their game against the Rams?
It's nothing but greatness on that Detroit Lions coaching staff and the people that they have around golf. They have one of the best running backs, I think, upcoming running backs in the league with that kid. He's going to be a great running back, and if he can stay healthy, they're going to have a tremendous year. I see the Detroit Lions winning a lot of games this year.
And then Jets-Niners Monday night. We saw Aaron Rodgers for, 3 plays last year? So we finally get to see the Aaron Rodgers Jets. And, man, what a test he gets week 1 in San Francisco. What do you think about that game?
I pick Aaron Rodgers on one of my fantasy teams, man. I think Aaron is, he's that type of – he's so competitive that he's going to come back and he's going to play very well this year. If he can stay healthy, because he is a little old, but at the same time, if they can keep him healthy and keep those defensive ends off of him, he has weapons, man. He's got some weapons up in New York, and he can do a lot of damage for the opponents. But they're going out. They're playing in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, that is in San Fran.
Yeah, they're playing in San Francisco, and man, I tell you, it's hard to win in San Francisco, and it's hard to win in San Francisco wherever you play San Francisco at, because they got some weapons and they got a great defense. in the Super Bowl last year. But so, I can't see the Jets pulling it off unless Aaron Rodgers just goes crazy. So I got to go with 49ers.
Tony, we'll wrap it up. It sounds like you think the Pirates will win on Saturday. Are you willing to guarantee that, or is that just a prediction for you?
I'm going to stick my neck out there because I don't know how well Old Dominion is. I know they're better than Norfolk State, but I really feel Old Dominion. Just think about it for a second. When I was in school, Old Dominion, I don't even know if they had a football team. So it's like we should beat teams like this. I mean, we can't go backwards. I'm so tired of us. It seems like we've been going backwards ever since Coach Ruff left, and I'm hoping this year it'll be something different. I'm still amazed. I don't know where I was at last year. I thought we won more than 2 games. So we got to win this year, man, or somebody got to go.
Well, you're not the first person to say that, Tony. So a lot of people on board with that, and we need to win this one coming up on Saturday. Tony, good to talk football with you, man. Enjoy the weekend. Going to be a lot of fun, and we'll talk again soon.
All right, Cliff. Have a good one, man.
Touchdown. Tony Collins joining us today on Pirate Radio Live on our Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Let's take a break. We'll come back with our Fleet Feet Rundown. Jamie, stay tuned. We will answer your start-sit question. We'll do some fantasy start-sit on the rundown and have more for you when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
Mr. Gibbs, Captain, you may throw my hat if you like. Aye, aye, Captain. Hooray! Now go and get it.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michael and Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns and fillings, sedation dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes, J-Bone, Tony Kornheiser, also over their shoulder, joining us in Studio B. And to my left, Chandler Honeycutt. Let's get to our Fleet Feet rundown. Hey, Alex, before you head off to Norfolk, could you tell us about Fleet Feet?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you.
All right, our Fleet Feet rundown. Jamie, I've been at this too long. You're not fooling me. This is all like a ploy for you to brag about how good your fantasy team is. Are you in like an 8-team league or something? Anyway, his flex play, guys. Josh Jacobs tonight. He's also got A-Chain and Olave. Then again, I play in a league with one league has 3 flexes, the other has 2. If you only got 1 flex, maybe this makes a little more sense. But I feel like Josh Jacobs or Olave is a pretty good flex problem to have.
What was the middle one? I was going to say.
A-Chain.
I go A-Chain.
Really?
Yeah.
With the Dolphins, all right. Colin?
I would definitely go. I would go Josh Jacobs, and then give me an A-Chain, the A-Chain train.
We're only picking 1, so you just pick 2.
Oh, give me the A-Chain train.
I want to say Josh Jacobs, but I, unlike Jared, think Philly does have a good defensive line and decent defense.
I say pass defense, man.
Okay. The way he said man, can tell you he was really pissed off.
Yeah.
If he said, I just said pass defense.
Well, I think you've misquoted what I said about the Eagles 4 different times just today.
Yeah, he's getting pissed. Look at him. Yeah.
Now he's exaggerating. Like that's
I'm not
when
exaggerating.
You know, like things are getting a little heated. Well, 2 people say A-Chain. Chandler barely knows what we're talking about. So go with A-Chain. Here's his other one. Should I start Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase? He's saying he's worried about Jamar Chase not playing.
Yeah, he said he's going to play, but it'll be limited, so I'd go with the other one.
Wow. All right, Devontae Smith tonight. Should we worry about the Bengals?
No.
Is T. Higgins playing?
Ooh, that's another great question.
Yeah,
but as long as Burrow's healthy, I think they'll be fine.
Maybe what we should do is, if you have some question marks at receiver or flex, who else is in that Bengals receiving core? They don't have Tyler Boyd
because he's with the Titans.
Titans. All right, they have names like Jermaine Burton, Trenton Irwin, Charlie Jones, and Andre Iosivas. Are these real people?
Yeah, maybe we should be worried. That's
Give me the Pats money line. Mike Gesicki, a tight end. Good grief, it goes downhill after Chase and Higgins. Pretty deep. All right, Jamie. Well, there you go. He says Higgins is out. So, good grief. Chase is gonna, even if he is limited, he's gonna have 10 catches. I say wait for Chase. And if Chase is for some reason out on Sunday, you'll just have to scoop up a guy and play him and bite the bullet. I say don't start Smith. But again, how are you in a league? Is it 2 receivers and 1 flex? You need to get in a league that starts more people. We start 1 million guys in our league. But if you got like Devontae Smith out of your lineup, I feel like you should have a pretty damn good roster. All right, there's your start sit. Jared, you got any questions you want to ask the experts here? Start sit?
Oh,
you got anybody on the fence?
It's really just Kyler Murray or Caleb Williams, but I think I've made up my mind on that.
And you decided on?
Kyler Murray. Bills gutted their defense this offseason.
Okay.
So,
maybe,
and I think he'll get more
a shootout.
Yeah, more running opportunities for him.
Yeah, true. All right. Jamie says this is a family league. Fair enough. All right, while we're on the topic of the NFL, J-Bone's first touchdown. So Jarrett last week said Derrick Henry plus 600, take it to the bank. I did. They were like, you can't cash this ticket here. This is a real bank. I'm like, but it's just as good as money because Jarrett said it. He's going to score. They're like, no, you can't. I said, all right, clear my account. I'm done banking here. Fast forward, Derrick Henry scores a touchdown last night. Guess who's not getting that money? My bank. Jarrett, who you got tonight?
So I'm not as confident as the Derrick Henry one.
Yeah, to be fair, we're holding your feet to the fire. You didn't have a pick before this segment.
Yeah.
You're coming up with one on the fly.
I just didn't want to pick this game, but I'll go A.J. Brown plus 900 because he's got
value.
He's got the best value of the stars.
Yeah.
But I do love Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown.
Okay. Ooh. Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown.
And not by a tush push.
Yeah, no tush push.
It's called a tush push.
Tush push.
That's the fancy way of saying it. Let's look at windows. And no, I'm not talking about the ones that see outside. I'm talking about the time windows of kickoffs for tomorrow. Games to watch. Noon slate. The big one is big noon. Texas at Michigan. I am talking to myself into taking Michigan plus the points.
I love Texas.
I know. I should too. Anything else in the noon slate worth watching?
K-State, Tulane?
That's worth an eyeball.
Yeah.
That's worth to keep an eye on that. 3:30 slate. By the way, Jeff Nadeau likes Army plus the points against FAU. That is a nooner on CBS Sports Network. 3:30, Baylor, Utah. If the best game involves Iowa, there's not a good game.
Yeah, but 3:30 slate. I love Toledo minus 18 against UMass.
Okay. Always picking against UMass. South Carolina, Kentucky is your SEC 3:30 game. Don't love that. How do we feel about Maryland minus 9 over that awful Michigan State team we had to watch last week?
Yeah, I'll go Maryland.
Give me the Terps.
I bet on Michigan State for the last time last week.
Charlotte at North Carolina, also the 3:30 window. After that, keep an eye on Marshall, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech start 0-2. That is at 4. East Carolina, of course, Old Dominion at 6 o'clock. Kansas at Illinois. That could be a good game. Kansas only a 4.5-point favorite. That starts your evening window at 7 o'clock. The primetime game on ABC tomorrow is Tennessee-NC State at 7:30. Also, Colorado taking on Nebraska at 7:30. Chon likes Matt Rule and company to get it done in that one.
Unfortunately.
App State Clemson is at 8 o'clock. Do we have anything in the late window? I'll watch Mississippi State, Arizona State when I get home. I don't mind that.
Boise State, Oregon.
Boise State, Oregon. Chon says major upset coming there.
Yes, sir.
Also, was there one more? Oregon State, San Diego State. Liberty at New Mexico State. Now, New Mexico State won a bunch of games last year. Liberty's a 22-point favorite. That's crazy. That's nuts.
It's on the road, too.
Yeah. I could definitely see myself taking the boys from Las Cruces in that one. All right, there is your Fleet Feet rundown. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap it up here on a Friday. Back with you after these words.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Come experience Greenville's newest theater, Golden Ticket Cinemas, located on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. With stadium seating and reserved luxury recliners, you can enjoy the movie along with great concessions such as L House sliders, delicious wings, pizza, and hot dogs. And they even have milkshakes. You can always find great deals at Golden Ticket Cinemas, such as $5.50 Ticket Tuesdays and free family movies at 11 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Yeah. Get your game faces on, Pirates. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast the cannons in the stands and the fields, if you know what I mean. We're flying into dove season with shotguns galore and shells for days. Don't miss out on Beretta's $200 cash back on A400 Extreme Pluses and $75 back on A300 Ultimas. Tune in as we head into hunting season with the best deals around and the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
find out when the cannons explode.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a rough day to end the week for the stock market. The Dow was down 410 points at 40,345. The NASDAQ was down 436 points at 16,690. And the S&P was down 94 at 5,408. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
TD, Tutty, taking it to the house. Whatever you call a touchdown, they matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first NFL bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. A.J. Brown, plus 900 tonight. Lines and odds are subject to change. Are you ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers. Get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms. Well, this is our best Football Friday show of the year because all of our teams are undefeated. It's not going to be this fun the rest of the way. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next Friday, and we'll see you on Monday, and you know what? I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you Saturday, 2 o'clock, Bud Light pregame tailgate, and after the game, the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. For Shirley Rhodes, J-Bone, Chonsky, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation